and welcome to Whitaker Bank Ballpark here in Lexington. We are getting ready for the final game coming up here in a few minutes. Louisville Holy Cross, having defeated Middlesboro in the previous game 8-0, will take on the Caldwell County Tigers for the title of the All-A State Tournament Classic here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Ty Ramey will be starting on the mound for the Tigers today. We don't have lineups yet for either team, and we might have to take those on the fly here. But again, it's still a beautiful day. A little few clouds in the sky right now. Temperature up to 56 degrees. It's 1:20 Eastern time, and both teams are on the field. Caldwell County getting loose. Louisville Holy Cross just having defeated Middlesboro out, staying loose, if you will. Looks like the Tigers will face another left-handed pitcher today. Be their third lefty they've seen this tournament. Warming up in the left field corner here is the Holy Cross pitcher. And as soon as we get lineups, we'll pass them on. We may not be able to get that lineup until we get this game started. So obviously not an issue for the Tigers, but for Louisville Holy Cross, we do have a program up here, so we'll be able to get them and then fit them in their defensive position when they go to the field. And Caldwell County, having been in the third base dugout the two previous games, now move to the first base dugout, still in their all-white uniforms. Louisville Holy Cross in their maroon pants and white jerseys with maroon sleeves. The white jerseys are sleeveless. And a maroon shirt underneath. Sharp, snappy-looking uniforms. And again, Jordan, on the church schedule, we want to remind our listeners that at the conclusion of this game, we will go with Pleasant Grove, with Ogden, and
Donaldson and Crosstalk.
Okay, Donaldson followed by Crosstalk. Then we'll resume our regular scheduled music, if you will, after those shows are played at the conclusion of this ball game, and that will be carried out here from the press box of the Whitaker Bank Ballpark here in Lexington. Wind still blowing in that probably 8 to 10 miles an hour range. Caldwell County coming to their first base dugout. We see the home plate, or the umpires, including the home plate umpire, coming down the right field line, coming to meet with the managers and the designated captain of the team, and that will be taking place here shortly at the park. It's 1:23, and we're probably about 7, 8, 9 minutes away from action here at the ballpark. Ty Ramey in the bullpen down the right field line warming up. His catcher today will be Bryce Thomas. We're not sure how many umpires they've had in these crews here for the All-A State Tournament, but in my opinion, the games that we've seen, they probably have not graded out too well, especially in that last game with the home plate umpire maybe missing a call at the plate on one of the Lexington.
Losing his count.
And then the home plate umpire losing his count.
I've never seen that. Picked
off by the scoreboard, I think, because the scoreboard had it 3-2. Looking down at my sheet, I had it 2-2, but I miss one up here occasionally, but being in uniform, being behind the plate, really a cardinal sin. And then we had 3 close plays at first base, 2 going against the Tigers and 1 going against Lexington Christian. But in my opinion, maybe all 3 calls were missed. So not been a gorgeous afternoon game-wise, umpire speaking, if you will. And then the call yesterday at first base by that umpire on the fly ball that Oliver Parker had snagged in center field and was transferring, had pulled the ball out of his glove with his right hand, and the first base umpire ruled that a drop. So anyway, enough of the umpire situation here. Maybe we'll get them right here with this crew. They're lined up here for the, somebody's taking a ceremonial picture, Jordan, of them.
He wants to remember their faces if they cross him.
I don't know whether they'll serve as a dartboard somewhere or what when that picture is put up on a wall. Caldwell County assembled down in a group listening to Coach Dowlins. Meanwhile, Kyle Ramey continues to get loose in the right field bullpen. Ty having come in the previous game today and caught Bryce Thomas in the 8th inning. Bryce facing 3 batters, retiring all 3 of them via strikeouts for the Tigers to capture the semifinal victory over Lexington Christian Academy Eagles. And now it's Caldwell County versus the Louisville Holy Cross Cougars for the championship of the All-A Classic. Still no managers or coaches to the to home plate. And again, just as a reminder, once this game is over, we'll be resuming our church services. It will be Pleasant Grove, Ogden Memorial, Donaldson Baptist, Crosstalk, in that order once we leave the broadcast booth here in Lexington. After those are over with, we'll resume our regular music.
I'm going to go make sure we aren't missing one reading that off.
The Ken Cummins, Eddie Boone.
They played this morning. I'll play them later tonight at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Unless this game runs really, really late for some reason. Pleasant Grove, Ogden, Donaldson, and Crosstalk. Yep.
And then later following, Jordan has it keyed in for the Eddie Boone, Ken Cummins show at 6 local time.
And that's regularly scheduled.
It's okay.
We are them at 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. on Sundays.
And so here comes Coach Dowlins and Gage Hendon. Gage being our representative as one of the 2 seniors on this high school baseball team, coming to the plate. And so far, no manager or player from Louisville Holy Cross approaching the plate.
Sun really shining out here today, Bob.
It's, again, the grounds crew has just worked and gotten the infield in shape, laid out the batter's boxes. The lines down the first base side to the outfield grass in chalk, and from the infield to the foul pole, it's in paint. Once you get inside, there's some dirt portion down in the right field corner. That's with chalk again. And the manager for Louisville Holy Cross out to the field. Everybody shaking hands. The head coach for the Louisville Holy Cross Cougars is Pat Wiegand. And lineups are being exchanged. Discussion going on at home plate over the pitcher and the catcher. And we're not sure who the visitors are. The coin flip, I think, was held just a few minutes ago. But
based on the dugouts, when we were visitor, we were in that dugout. So I think we're home and they're visitor.
Well, and I'm not sure how that works out because they were in this dugout for the second game. So we'll see.
Yeah, I guess they were.
The coin flip is what has been the distinguishing factor. So we'll wait and see, obviously, who takes the field first. And being up in the press box, normally I'd be on the field getting the lineups from the managers, but not the case here in Whitaker Ballpark here.
It's a little different when you have to ride an elevator to get to.
Yes, we're up about 3 or 4 floors, really, maybe even higher than that, here in the press box. Jordan has the camera set up almost directly behind home plate. Any count, Jordan, on what we at one time last game we had like 83 hits at one time.
I think we had 83 people watching
at one time,
and had well into 200 hits throughout the game.
And again, we remind you that it is WPKYOnline.com. If you're listening, you can tune us in on the live stream and watch it, as well as hear us.
And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and post her around on Facebook and make things a little easier to get to.
And the meeting is over at the plate. Maybe
we're home. Yep. According to the announcer, we're the home team. And we have that home team advantage, Bob.
And Jordan, if you can help me on as we
Gavin Boucher. Number 8. I need to have a list. Number 22, Ethan Short.
I'm getting the order in which they're back.
All right. And now for the Caldwell County lineup, Noah Brown.
Number 3. At third base, we have number 6, Jace Ryan Felder. We have number 11, Dylan Gray. And number 16, pitching, Ty Ramey. At first base, we have number 10, Shane Burns. At right field, number 22, Gage Hendon. At second base, number 8, Oliver Parker. And left fielder, number 23, Tate Van Hoosier. Let's play ball.
All right, Bob.
We're ready to go here.
As she said, let's play ball, folks. It's 1:32 at Whitaker Bank Ballpark here in Lexington, Kentucky. 56 degrees. Got a bit of wind flying out there, and it's a great day for some baseball, though, Bob.
Exactly, and as we, County being the home team, Ty Ramey going to the mound for the Tigers. Bryce Thomas catching. And warm-ups are being taken. Number 3 will be leading it off for Louisville Holy Cross. That is Gavin Fauché. And he'll be followed by Christian Schulten.
Bob, the amount of pages I have to share crap to is amazing here on Facebook. Folks, if you don't find the link to this video, if you get on Facebook, there's a problem.
Got 2 more pitches here in the warm-up progression for Ty Ramey, and the throw will be going down to second. That one, next to last one, is in. And the last one coming in from Ty to Bryce Thomas, a throw down to second. And we're off and running here. And leading off for the Holy Cross Cougars here in the top of the first inning is Gavin Fauché. playing center field today.
All right.
Fouché in the batter's box. Ty Ramey on the rubber. Umpire signals for play. And the big lanky right-hander to the mound. First pitch in there is a call, strike one to Fouché. Gavin Fouché down in the count now. No balls and one strike. Ramey into his wind, and the next pitch on the way is a curveball that hangs and stays high for ball one. On deck is number 8, Christian Schulten. Next pitch is outside for ball two to Fouché. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike to the Louisville Holy Cross leadoff batter. With a 2-1 pitch on the way from Ramey is popped up,
and it's going to be
coming over to make the play. It goes in foul territory. First baseman, the second baseman, Oliver Parker, and the right fielder could not get there. Drops in between them, but in foul territory. Count, this is a big ballpark, as we've mentioned before, and a lot of room to maneuver out there. The closest one to that ball was Oliver Parker, and a reach and a lunge still.
Have you ever seen how fast he is? Still didn't get to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
About a foot short on his reach. The 2-2 pitch on the way from Ty Ramey is curveball, stays high for ball 3. Fouché has worked the count full here as the Holy Cross leadoff batter here in the top of the first. The next pitch in from Ty is high for ball 4. And into the box now, looking down his coach, is right fielder Christian Schulten. Jace Ryan Felker at third base, in on the grass, expecting a bunt. Ramey from the stretch position to the plate. There is fouled off. The Holy Cross runner was off and running with that pitch. Louisville Holy Cross not waiting around to try to see and make something happen here. Schulten looking down at his coach again in the box. Ramey ahead in the count, no balls, 1 strike. Throw to first is high. And high catch by Shane Burns on that one. Shane thought maybe he came off the base a little bit and then tagged him. But the umpire at first said, no, he's back safe. Runner with his lead at first, maybe not as quite as much as the last lead. Just about got nailed on that last play. Pitch into the plate is a fly ball. The center fielder, Gabe East, out there tracking it and has it for the first out. And brings to bat here the third baseman, Ray Steelberg. And Steelberg steps into the batter's box playing third base today. 1 out here. Runner at first. The first pitch in from Ramey is on the inside corner with a called strike. Ramey's pitch that time measured at 77 miles an hour on the gun. That's displayed on the center field scoreboard. No balls, 1 strike to count to Steelberg. The next pitch in is foul back here to the screen. That ball at 76 miles an hour.
That machine was clocking Shane Burns right around 81.
And we asked later, the gun's probably 2-3 miles slower than what it actually is. So tie up around the 80 mile an hour mark. The 0-2 pitch about to be made is Fly ball popped up out of play here to the right. Count is no balls and 2 strikes to Ray Steelberg, the third baseman. On deck is Ethan Short for Louisville Holy Cross. Ramey is set to stretch the throw to first. Not in time.
Let him know.
That's exactly what that means. Jordan, I know you're there. I don't want your lead to be really big. They were running on the first pitch to the second place hitter, but haven't run since. The pitch to the plate is high for ball 1.
Inside.
Count now on Ray Steelberg is 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the first inning for Louisville Holy Cross. Ramey's 1-2 pitch is just a little bit low at the knees on the outside corner, but not getting the call. 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the to clean up, or to the third place hitter, Ray Steelberg. Runner at first is Gavin Foshee on a walk and a throw to first. Not in time.
We're not immune to a train going by here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, apparently.
A train in the background. 2-2 pitch coming up for here from Ty Ramey, and there goes the runner, and it's lofted off to the right, out of play here, foul ball. Holy Cross trying to make something happen here by starting the runner. Fouled off by Ray Steelberg. And the 2-2 count to Steelberg. Ramey on the rubber, check back of the runner, and to the plate. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
All right.
2 outs here in the top of the first inning. We'll bring up the cleanup hitter, number 22, Ethan Short. 2 outs here, runner at first base for Louisville Holy Cross. Short looking down at his coach at third base. Ramey on the rubber. Comes set into the plate. Fly ball popped up here, lifted out of play.
No,
Jace Ryan Felker is under it and makes the catch for the third out here. Jay circling that ball a little bit.
Yeah.
Jordan, I don't know whether the wind's playing havoc with it or not, but he got under it and made the catch for the third out here. And for Holy Cross here in the first inning, they get no runs on no hits. They leave 1 man on base, and there were no Tiger errors in that inning. And we'll switch it over to Jordan here for a list of our sponsors who we're very, very appreciative of. And Jordan, take it away.
Yeah, we got TRICE Incorporated, McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, the Woodall Agency, Planners Bank, PENNYRILE Rural Electric, the Princeton Water Wastewater Commission, Fredonia Valley Bank, and the Princeton Optimist Club. We want to thank all those sponsors. Without them, this broadcast would not be happening, and we appreciate each and every one of them.
And we can't make it happen without the sponsors making it happen. And as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the pitcher for Holy Cross is a left-hander, number 14, Hunter Adams. Throwing about 66 miles an hour. I don't know whether he's been able to load up and cut one loose yet, but that went about the same as the other 2 or 3 that we've seen. 3 more pitches he's being allowed before the ball goes down to second base, and the Tiger stepping into the box then would be Noah Brown. Noah Brown will lead it off here for the Tigers. There goes the throw down to second by the Holy Cross catcher. And we're ready for baseball action here in the bottom of the first inning.
Number 2, the shortstop, Noah
Holy Cross failed to score in their top half of the first. Noah Brown stepping into the box. And the first pitch in from Hunter Adams is taken for a call strike one. Noah shortening up as if he was going to drop down a bunt. Call strike one. The 0-1 pitch on the way is fouled back here out of play. Counting out to Noah Brown is no balls and 2 strikes. And again, not really blazing speed from the pitcher just yet. The next pitch in to Noah is blasted down the first base line. It's knocked down, a throw to the pitcher covering for the out. Nice play by the first baseman there to knock it down, dive. It would have rattled around in that right field corner, possibly even for a triple most likely, but a good defensive play by Holy Cross to open the game here. Play goes 3-1 for the first out. Into the box now is Bryce Thomas. Excuse me, is Gabe East. Gabe hitting from the left side. And the next pitch goes high. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike to Gabe East. On deck is Bryce Thomas. The 1-1 pitch about to be made by Hunter Adams is fisted foul down the third base line into the crowd. And count now to Gabe East, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The next pitch on the way is a bounding ball to the second baseman. He's over, flips to first in time for the out. And 2 Tigers have been retired here in the bottom of the first. And into the box now is switch hitting catcher Bryce Thomas. Bryce batting from the right side with this left-handed pitcher. And the first pitch in from Adams is way outside for ball 1. No score here in Lexington. We're in the first inning here. Caldwell County with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Nobody on base. And the next pitch in to Bryce Thomas is fly down the right field line, twisting foul. And in the foul territory, the sliding effort by the right fielder out there is not going to make the catch. And that was Christian Schulten, a valiant effort, but ball lands foul. Count to Bryce now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Back in the box, Adams winds and pitches. Low for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Bryce Thomas. And the next pitch in to Bryce is a bounding ball to the shortstop. He's up. Long throw to first is high, and it's into the crowd, and Thomas will be given second base. Error by the shortstop on a really, really high throw. And into the box now is the cleanup hitter, Jace Ryan Felker, playing third base again today. Runner in scoring position is Bryce Thomas at second. And Jace Ryan will be hitting from the right side, being a switch hitter. A hit here puts the Tigers on the board. First pitch into Jace Ryan. Low gets past the catcher, and Bryce Thomas will go down to third base on a pass ball. It was a ball to Jace Ryan, but a ball that the catcher could not handle. So with 2 outs, a Tiger runner in the person of Bryce Thomas at third base, and a 1 ball, no strike count to Jace Ryan Felker. Jace Ryan back in the box. And Adams from the stretch position to the plate is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1. Count to Jace Ryan Felker is 1 ball and 1 strike. Adams comes set and to the plate. Fly ball lifted to right field, curving, the right fielder giving chase, and nobody can run it down. New ball back to the mound. The umpire retrieving that ball from one of the Holy Cross players, tossing it back into first base coach Donald McGregor. And Jace Ryan now in the hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bryce Thomas at third base. Adams comes set and to the plate. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count to Jace Ryan Felker. Maybe I heard some Louisville people hollering over that one, Jordan.
Yeah.
Look way outside from here. And the next pitch is lashed into right field. This ball may get down. It is a fair ball into the right field corner. Bounding around out there, Jace Ryan is going to ease up at third base with a stand-up triple. Ball landed probably 3 inches. Fair. Bounced against those walls down there. Bounded past the right fielder. And Jace Ryan gets the Tigers on the board here in the first inning with a RBI triple. And into the box now is Dylan Gray. First pitch into him is low outside for ball 1. And the next pitch into Dylan is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count to Dylan Gray. The next pitch in is a smash to the shortstop. He's up over gloves, throws to first in time for the out. But the Tigers strike here in the bottom of the first inning on a triple by Jace Ryan Felker. We score 1 run on 1 hit. We leave 1 man on base, and there was 1 Louisville Holy Cross error in the inning, and at the end of 1 complete inning of play here in Lexington, it's Caldwell County 1, Louisville Holy Cross nothing. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Glad you asked. Here at TRICE HUGHES, we give a true 27-point inspection with each vehicle service. We change your oil, check fluids in your transmission, coolant system, power steering, washing fluid, and brakes. Then we inspect your tires, wiper blades, brakes, air filter, belts, hoses, drive boost, and exhaust system. Phew, that's a lot. Keeping your vehicle maintained at TRICE HUGHES in Princeton is your best chance of a long and happy vehicle life. Call today for your appointment, 270-365-5522, TRICE HUGHES Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
And we're back here in Lexington at the end of 1 complete inning of play. Caldwell County getting on the board in the bottom of the first inning to take a 1-0 lead here over Louisville Holy Cross. Important early to get out to a lead, which the Tigers have done.
That they have, Bob.
And
still quite a bit of wind out there.
It's still quite a bit of wind, and leading it off here for the Cougars in the bottom of first is number 24, Gavin Bales.
There was the throw to second, which ended up in the outfield, unfortunately. Everybody giving Ty words of encouragement. Now it's time.
And we're trying to get our lineup made as we go along. Number 9 is the next hitter on deck for Louisville Holy Cross. Ty on the mound, on the rubber, ready to go. Gavin Bales, the hitter, ready to swing away. And the first pitch on the way here in the top of the second is low inside for ball 1. And Ty ready with the next pitch. It's on its way. It hits him in the middle of the back. No chance of getting out of the way of that one, Jordan.
Right.
And brings to the plate now the shortstop, number 9, Joshua Thompson. And we'll see if Holy Cross wants to play what we call small ball here by bunting, and Jace Ryan Felker is aware of that, cheating in on the grass by 4 or 5 feet.
Right.
Bales with his lead at first base. Ramey with a look back. 2 look backs. Now he comes set from the stretch. The pitch is bunted foul back here from Joshua Thompson.
A lot cloudier out here now than it was earlier today. Earlier we had just clear skies.
Still the sun finding its way through these clouds here.
Right.
And the no ball, 1 strike pitch about to be made here. Runner at first, not running, bunted down the first base line. Over,
out.
Ramey picks it up, fields it to Shane Burns in time for the out. Sacrifice is good. That play goes 1-3 and a sacrifice.
Runner goes to second.
Runner ends up at second base in the person of Gavin Bales. And number 10, Chase Phillips, is in the batter's box. And he's hitting from the right side. Looking down at his coach at third base for the sign. 1 out here in the top of the second. Ramey comes set. And to the plate. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Chase Phillips back in the box. And Ramey set and to the plate. Popped up out of play here to our right. Ty ahead of his batter. No balls and 2 strikes. And new ball back to the pitcher. Ty comes set. Wheels and throws to second.
Oh, no.
Throws into center field, but the runner is not able to go to third base. Play backed up really well by Gabe East out there. And if we catch that ball, we have a chance of making the out there at second base, but we didn't do that.
Yeah, if he would have caught that, he would have had it.
And the count to Chase Phillips now is no balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Matthew Wilcher. Ty, the 0-2 pitch about to be made here, is tapped in front of the plate, and the throw to first base is in time, and the throw back to third.
He got it.
And
No.
they just missed him at third base.
I thought he had him for sure.
Great play by Bryce Thomas on that little swing, ding in front of the plate, maybe 2 feet. Bryce picked it up, looked at third, and then threw to Shane at first for the second out. And the runner at third, Bales, had rounded third base, and Shane threw behind him. Threw a perfect strike to Jace Ryan Felker, and Jace put the tag, but they were both on the dirt. The runner back on the bag in time. And the number 8 hitter now is Matthew Wilcher. First pitch to him is high outside for ball 1. Ramey on the mound comes set. The next pitch to him is a line drive back to the pitcher. And that will do it here for Holy Cross. A line smash that Ty was able to glove and record the third out here of the inning. For Holy Cross here in the top of the second, they get no runs on no hits. They leave 1 man on base, and there were no Tiger errors. And at the end of 1 1/2 innings of play, it is Caldwell County 1, Holy Cross 0. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Zach proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Your morning deserves the very best, like a $1 sausage biscuit or $1 any size freshly brewed McCafe coffee on the McDonald's new breakfast value menu. Price and participation may vary.
And we're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We're through 1 1/2 innings to play. Louisville Holy Cross 0. The Tigers scoring 1 run in the bottom of the first to take a 1-0 lead here. The Louisville Holy Cross pitcher is Hunter Adams. Hunter is being DH'd today here. He will not bat. And the throw down to second base, and we're ready for action here in the bottom of the second inning. Leading it off for the Tigers will be number 10, Shane Burns. And Shane's playing first base today. And Adams winds and pitches. First pitch to Shane is outside for ball 1. Adams winds, and the next pitch is low again for ball 2. On deck for the Tigers is Gage Hendon. The next pitch into Shane is low outside for ball 3. And the next pitch is the strike called. 3 balls and 1 strike to Shane Burns. The next pitch in is low, bounces up there, and Shane will be at first base with a walk. And right fielder Gage Hendon. On deck is number 8, Oliver Parker.
Really strange, Bob. A sheet of paper just floated onto the field.
Did anybody retrieve it?
No, it's back off the plate, though.
And the pitcher set. Hendon swings and a line drive up to center to the center fielder, and runners now at first and second. A first pitch swing and a base hit by Gage Hendon. Tigers with runners at first and second, and Oliver Parker now at the plate. Oliver playing second base again in this game. And on deck, I think, is Hunter Van Hoosier. Adams comes set and is going to be a bunt attempt, making the third baseman field it. His throw is out, and a sacrifice perfectly executed by Oliver Parker. 5-3 sacrifice.
Almost wasn't a sacrifice.
And just about beat that out for a hit. A nice bunt, exactly where you wanted it to be placed. And it is Hunter Van Hoosier stepping into the box now. Or excuse me, Tate Van Hoosier. Runners at second and third. 1 out here for the Tigers. The first pitch into Tate is lofted to the right field side. Is coming.
It's in.
And is a foul ball.
No. No.
It looked fair from here, Jordan.
It was fair. It was really fair.
Another piece of great work by the umpire here.
Garbage.
It looked more fair, that one, than the one that got down in the first inning. But, again, you have to shake it off.
Right.
Tate gets another whack at it. Tate now in the hole, no balls and 1 strike.
Must be nice being up. I'm right.
Nobody can challenge you. Next pitch, swung on and missed by Tate. Pitch at 67 miles an hour. Caldwell County maybe having been robbed here of a 2-run double on that call by the first base umpire. The no ball, 2-strike pitch to Van Hoosier on the way, and reaches and strikes out swinging. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And we're back to the leadoff hitter now, Noah Brown. Again, Tigers in scoring position at second base. At second base is Gage Hendon. At third base is Shane Burns. And the first pitch into Noah is low for ball 1. On deck would be the center fielder, Gabe East. Adams on the rubber, has a sign from the stretch position to the plate. Again, low, near the dirt, ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch is on the way to the plate. Swung on and lofted to center field. The center fielder coming in and makes a diving catch on the ball, preserving 2 runs here. And for the Tigers in the bottom of the second, we get no runs. We have 1 hit, 2 men left on base, and no Louisville Holy Cross error. And at the end of 2 complete innings of play, Caldwell County still with the lead, 1-0 here. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3, The Tiger.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
And we're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Tigers doing a little infield work. We noticed the first base umpire at the end of that inning went over to talk with his buddies. And we think he's had a couple comments from the Tiger coaching staff. And stepping in, leading it off from for Holy Cross, it's number 20, the catcher, Craig Thompson. We're leading off here in the top of the third. And home plate umpire, some secretarial work going on, calling out Coach Stallings. And we don't know what that conference was about. But it's over with. Umpire moves behind the plate. And into the box is number 20, the catcher, Craig Thompson. Ramey ready to work into the full windup, and his first pitch on the way is taken high for ball 1. Thompson with a 1-ball, no strike count. Ramey set. And his next pitch on the way is outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Craig Thompson. Louisville Holy Cross, the winner in the previous game over Middlesboro, 8-0. The next pitch in from Ty on the inside corner for a call, strike 1. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike to the number 9 hitter, Craig Thompson, their catcher. Ty into his wind, and the pitch to the plate is a ground ball in the hole, into left field for a base hit. Diving efforts by Jace Ryan Felker and Noah Brown to no avail. The ball gets through into left field for a base hit. And there will be a courtesy runner for Craig Thompson, the catcher. And it is number 1 for the Cougars, and it's Cameron Short, pinch running or courtesy running here. Into the box now is the leadoff hitter for Holy Cross, Gavin Foshee. And he walked his first time up. Ty check of the runner at first. And to the plate, we got a bunt effort. And no advance. Bryce having trouble finding the ball. Probably Jace Ryan came as close to getting it as Bryce. It only went about a foot from him.
Every time he spun around, he hit it with his foot and it spun around behind him.
Yes. We don't know whether the umpire called that a strike or not. We were watching the ball on the ground, and the board's not put up a sign yet either. And the next pitch is bunted foul back here. We know that's strike 1 for sure. The umpire gives any kind of indication, we'll pick that up here. And it is now 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes to Gavin Foshee. Runner at first, no outs here for Louisville Holy Cross. Ramey check of the runner at first, now set, and to the plate he comes. Fly ball lifted out to Gabe East in center, and hauled in out there by Gabe for the first out. Runner at first base for Louisville Holy Cross. And the right fielder, Christian Schulten, stepping into the box. His first time up, he flied to Gabe in center field. Fly ball goes to center field. You can just about write it down as being caught. Throw down to first is not in time to get the courtesy runner, Cameron Short.
Make him get his jersey dirty a little bit, right?
His mama will appreciate that.
Yeah.
And Ty, the batter, out of the batter's box. And Ty on the mound, comes set. From the stretch position to the plate is high. Count to Christian Schulten is now 2 balls and no strikes. With 1 out here in the top of the third, a runner at first base for Louisville Holy Cross, not looking to sacrifice. Next pitch is high for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. The count to Christian Schulten. On deck would be Ray Stilberg, the third baseman. Ty now back on the rubber. 3 balls, no strikes. The count. The next pitch in is right down central for a call, strike 1. Ty battling back here, now has the count 3-1. Schulten looking down at his coach, now back in the box. Ty checking on the runner first, now to the plate is a line drive.
He's got it.
I thought he caught
Tagged
that
out
one.
at second. He did catch that.
And he stepped on the bag. I know it's got to be out at second.
Okay.
Yeah, this is really Alphonse and Gaston now. I thought and it turned out to be that he did snag. Well, the umpire now at second base saying that he didn't snag it, but we've got this is really a Donnybrook. But when he's made the snag at shortstop, Noah Brown looked like he caught it. Apparently he hurt something because he went over and tagged the base.
Right.
And that in essence, if he doesn't trap the ball, he's out in that call. But then the runner from third was sent back to second to touch and by his coach, and then racing back to first and throw back to Shane Burns. Shane got to the base at first, and now we're having the runner's allowed, the batter is allowed to stay at first because it was not ruled a catch. That's how that's going to work out.
Well,
what's some crazy umpiring here, Jordan?
Yeah.
So we'll record the second out here as 6 unassisted, retiring the catcher or the courtesy runner in this case, and we'll put the batter Schulten at first via the fielder's choice. And we've got into the box now number 12, Ray Steelberg. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Runner at first base is Christian Schulten. And really, he ought to be out because first pitch in is a ball inside. But it is what it is, as they say. The pitch into Steelberg was high. Ramey a check of the runner at first, and now to the plate is outside for ball 2. 2 outs here for the Cougars here in the top of the third inning. Sun now coming out from behind the cloud. Brilliant sun.
You should see the view the viewers have at home.
57 degrees here. Beautiful day.
Yeah.
Ramey, next pitch in is fouled off to the right. The runner running on the play. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike to Steelberg. And new ball back to the mound. We're ready to play here. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Steelberg. A throw to first, not in time. No tag made by Shane on the runner Schulten. Schulten having reached on a fielder's choice. Ty looking back at the runner at first. Now comes set and to the plate. Foul back here to the screen. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ray Steelberg. And 2-2 pitch. Ty on the rubber. A look back at the runner at first, and now he comes set and to the plate. There goes the runner. And fouled here off the catcher's mitt. And we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to the batter, Ray Steelberg. The time here in Lexington, Eastern Time, 2:18.
Yep.
Ty on the rubber. A look back at the runner at first, and now he comes set and to the plate. Low outside for ball 3. Count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The runner at first will be off with the pitch.
2 outs in the inning.
2 outs. And we got to focus and concentrate on this particular pitch here. The 3-2 pitch about to be made. And here it is. Fly ball to right field. Gage Hendon is there under it. Has it for the 3rd out to retire the side. Gage playing him perfectly in that position. Makes the catch out there for the 3rd out. And for Holy Cross here in the top of the 3rd, they get no runs. They have 1 hit. They leave 1 man on base, no Tiger errors. And at the end, 2 1/2 innings of play, it's Caldwell County 1, Louisville Holy Cross 0. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Coach Sallen's getting in a word with the home plate umpires. He goes from his position in the first base dugout to his third base coaching box, and I'm sure they were talking about that bizarre play in the top half of the third inning. Almost looked like a kind of an umpiring crew you'd have in a 7- and 8-year-old game, Jordan. Nobody knows what's going on.
Bob, right around 100 people watching us on YouTube right now.
Picking up a crowd as we get into this championship game, and leading it up.
You'd think we made it to the championship or something.
We're playing for a championship. Isn't that a great sound to that? To that sentence. Leading off here in the bottom of the third for the Tigers will be number 14, Gabe East, followed by Bryce Thomas, Jace Ryan Felker after that. The first pitch to Gabe is bounded down the first baseline foul. Gabe, the first time up, bounced out to the second baseman. Officially 0 for 1. Again, we've got the good part of our lineup here coming up here in the bottom of the third. The next pitch in from Adams is into the dirt, bounces for ball 1. Count 1 ball and 1 strike to Gabe East. Gabe hitting from the left side. Pitcher Adams is a southpaw, and the next pitch in is popped up to the infield. The second baseman is there under it and has it for the out to retire Gabe East. Pop up to the second baseman. 1 out here in the bottom of the third, brings in Bryce Thomas. Bryce reached on an error by the shortstop in the first inning. And a wild throw which allowed him to get to second base, and then he was driven in by a triple into the right field corner by Jace Ryan Felker. Unfortunately, we could not score Jace Ryan to go up 2-0, but we do lead here 1-0. Count, no balls, 1 strike to Bryce. Fouled off the first pitch, and next pitch is outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to Bryce Thomas. Bryce hitting from the right side. Next pitch into him, lofted into right field. The right fielder is under it and makes the catch for the out. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the third for the Tigers, and brings in Jace Ryan Felker. Again, Jace Ryan in that first inning tripled into the right field corner, driving in our only run of the game so far. He's hitting from the right side. Adams winds and fires. The first pitch in is way outside for ball 1. On deck is Dylan Gray. And the next pitch into Jace Ryan is lofted into left field. It's going to get over the left fielder's head.
Oh.
And it's going to go to the wall, off the wall. Felker is around second. And he's going into third. And they throw him out of third base. Home plate umpire racing up the line to make that call. Credit Jace Ryan with a double on that play, and an excellent relay to nail him at third. He did look out. I have to give the umpires credit for that. Home plate umpire in perfect position.
He didn't argue that one at all.
In perfect position. The throw goes from 8 to 6 to 5. And the third out here to end the Tiger bottom of the third. For the Tigers here, we got no runs on 1 hit, nobody left on base, no Holy Cross errors. And at the end of 3 complete innings of play here in Lexington, Caldwell County with a 1-0 lead over Louisville Holy Cross. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY-FM 103.3 The Tiger.
This is Fred Foltz at the Woodall Agency in Princeton. We have served the small business owners of this area for over 100 years. Do you have trouble understanding liability or workers' comp insurance? Are your insurance premiums spiraling out of control? Whether you're a furniture store on Main Street, a plumber or electrician, or a locally owned bank or car dealer, we have a policy for you. We are the business insurance experts. Give me a call at 365-5541. You'll be glad you did.
And welcome back here at the ballpark, Whitaker Bank Ballpark in Lexington. Through 3 complete innings of play, Caldwell County with a 1-0 lead over the Louisville Holy Cross Cougars.
Crusaders does sound pretty cool, though.
Yeah. That probably would have been my choice if they'd asked me what name they should have as their team nickname. But it's the Cougars and not Crusaders. And there goes a throw down to second base by Bryce Thomas. And lanky right-hander Ty Ramey on the mound for the Tigers today. And leading it off here in the top of the 4th for Louisville Holy Cross is number 22, their first baseman, Ethan Short. Popped down to the third baseman his first time up. The first pitch from Ty is foul out of play over here on the left side for strike 1. It's amazing. I'm always wondering how many baseballs they have to play using these games. A minimum of 12 or what, but there are a lot of foul balls. But a lot of them stay in the park, too, and they do get retrieved.
Even the ones that just go right over, I've seen the kids run out and come back with them.
And the next pitch in, it hits the batter, Ethan Short. And that's the second hit batsman of the day for Ty Ramey. And so Louisville Holy Cross gets their leadoff runner on first base. And now the left fielder into the box is Gavin Bales. Looking down at his coach, and Jace Ryan Felker cheating in on the grass, and we may see a sacrifice here. Number 24 still looking down at his coach, Gavin Bales. First time up, he was hit by the pitch. So Ty has allowed 2 base runners via that effort. And the first pitch in his call time is called by Bales. Sun popping out here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Ramey on the rubber, look back at the runner at first, and he comes set. And pitch to the plate is high and tight for ball 1. One ball, no strike to count to the Holy Cross hitter. Runner at first base, no outs here in the top of the 4th for Louisville Holy Cross. Ramey from the stretch and the pitch gets by Bryce Thomas, and the runner will scoot down to second base. And we'll give that a pass ball. And time is called. Coach Allen's going out to talk to Ty Ramey, settle him down a little bit. Runner at second base in scoring position. And a no ball, 2-strike count to Gavin Bales. And we probably might see a bunt effort here. Coach Allen still with the gang. Now the conference is over. Everybody returning to their positions. And we're ready for play here. The home plate umpire and Bryce Thomas having a little conversation. Now we're ready for play. 2 balls, no strikes to count to Bales. He takes a called strike hanging way over the plate, trying to affect the delivery of Ty Ramey to no avail.
Right.
Looking down at his coach for a sign. Now back in the box. And count 2 balls and 1 strike to him. He calls time, asks for time, steps out of the box. Time granted. Shane in on the grass at first base. Jace Ryan on the dirt portion. And could be, if there is a bunt, potential play at third base. Ramey's 2-1 pitch. It is off the catcher's mitt. And no throw to third. And runner advances to third base on a pass ball. So 2 pass balls here in the inning. No outs here for Holy Cross, threatening to tie this game up. 3 balls and 1 strike to count to Gavin Bales. Ty from the windup, and his pitch to the plate. Fly ball popped up way high. Jace Ryan Felker under it at third base.
Got it.
For the out. And
Wow.
Jace Ryan circling around.
I couldn't see it at all. I really thought it was out behind us.
We probably will have some interference. Could possibly have. Because the third base coach was not getting out of the way. And I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, there's 1 out here on the pop-up to the third baseman, caught by Jace Ryan Felker. And we'll try to sort this thing out here.
Might have been something said from
I think there was some, maybe that's
Holy
what
Cross,
the umpire was saying to
dugout.
And Bryce Thomas in that before we had the next pitch delivered about 2 pitches ago to the hitter. Home plate umpire and Bryce Thomas talking. Now the home plate umpire is conversing with the Louisville Holy Cross manager. And we're not sure whether it was words or dugout or what, but there is 1 out here now in the top of the 4th. Apparently, and now the first base umpire calling time and coming down the line to talk to the home plate umpire. Maybe we have the testosterone levels maybe subsided here. I'm not sure what that conversation would be about, but anyway, it's over, and the first base umpire retreats back.
Can I be a part of this?
Anyway, maybe the umpire's trying to gain control of this game, maybe having lost a little bit of control early. 1 out here, infielders in at all positions on the grass. We'll make the throw to the plate here. The shortstop, Joshua Thompson, is up. 1 out. Runner at third base for Holy Cross. He sacrificed his first time up, officially 0 for 0 at the bat here. And Ty is set, and his first pitch is taken for a call, strike 1.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure.
I don't know what's arguable about that,
Well,
but whatever. That's why I've mic'd the crowd so y'all can hear how ridiculous this
Well,
is.
we didn't sense the Holy Cross people agreeing with that call. Nevertheless, it's no balls and 1 strike. All infielders in on the grass for the Tigers. The next pitch on the way is slashed into the right field corner. It's fair, going to get down. Gage Hendon picking it up. Throws into the second base. It's not in time, and we are tied here.
That was a foul ball earlier in the game.
Joshua Thompson doubling in Ethan Short. we're tied here in Lexington. And a runner in scoring position for Louisville Holy Cross brings to bat Chase Phillips, the designated hitter today. And the first pitch into him, off Bryce Thomas's glove, but nobody can advance for ball one.
As a catcher, sometimes Bryce Thomas makes me nervous. From time to time.
From time to time, he can give you that feeling. The 1 ball, no strike pitch on the way to the plate is high for ball 2. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Runner in scoring position. Cougars scoring a run after the leadoff hitter short was hit by the pitch. The next pitch by Ty Ramey to the plate, and it's high for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to count to Chase Phillips. Ty not as sharp as he has been the last couple games he's pitched.
A little pressure.
And it is it's championship game. You get a little butterflies. The next pitch in is right down central for a call, strike 1. See if Ty can battle his way back here. 3 balls and 1 strike to count. Runner at second base with a normal lead, and the pitch to the plate by Ramey. Fouled out here out of play to the right side. And Ty has battled back here, making the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Louisville Holy Cross having scored 1 run already to tie this game. And the 3-2 pitch about to be made, and here it comes. Popped up on the infield. The shortstop, Noah Brown, back under it. Has it for the second out. And since the Tigers, they were at medium depth on that earlier, they'd been on the grass. If that happens while we're on the grass, we may not make that catch. That was about 2 or 3 feet in the outfield grass. Noel Brown making a nice effort at that. And into the box now is number 2, Matthew Wilcher. He lined back to the pitcher his first time up on a nice grab by Ty Ramey. First pitch in from Ty is a little curveball in there for a call, strike 1.
All right.
And when Ty can get that pitch across, he is extremely effective. No balls and 1 strike to count to the Cougar batter. And the next pitch from Ty, fouled out play off the net here in front of us. No balls and 2 strikes, and Ty is way ahead of the second baseman here, Matthew Wilcher.
That last one was 75 miles per hour.
And he's not as fast as Shane, but fast enough to do a lot of damage here, and his little breaking ball, tough to hit. The 0-2 pitch from Ty is on the way to the plate, and a little bit inside here for ball 1. It was his curve and just didn't break enough. We're tied here in Lexington, 1-1. Time called by the home plate umpire.
All tied up at 1 here.
And runner at second base, 2 outs here for the Cougars. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch on the way. And oh, goodness gracious. The home plate umpire appealed to the first base umpire, and we didn't get that call either. And, you don't have to break the plate. You just have to attempt to go and swing, and that was a swing from my viewpoint up here. 2-2 pitch about to be made to Ty Ramey is way outside for ball 3. Count is full here. Wiltshire having worked it back from 0-2 to 3-2. Runner at second base for Holy Cross, and the 3-2 pitch by Ty Ramey is going to be looped into right field. Gage Hendon will not be able to throw the cutoff at first base. And Holy Cross taking a 2-1 lead here on a single by Matthew Wiltshire. Louisville Holy Cross with 2 runs here in the top of the 4th, taking a 2-1 lead over the Tigers, and the next hitter for the Cougars will be their catcher, number 20, Craig Thompson. 2 outs, though, here in the top of the 4th. At the top of the 4th. 2 runs I don't think will beat us. So what we have to do is the next pitch is wild, gets past Bryce Thomas. I'll record that as a wild pitch. And as I mentioned, Ty not as sharp as he normally has been the last 2 games. Big game here, and hopefully the 4th inning you've settled down, but he's given up the lead here in the top of the 4th. But get this batter.
Coming over to calm him a little.
And the 0-1 pitch on the way is on the inside corner for a call, strike 1. Count evens to Craig Thompson at 1 ball and 1 strike. The last time up, hit into that little funky line drive that the Noah Brown stepped on second for the force, and that's where all the Three Stooges act began. The next pitch upstairs for ball 2. Count to Craig Thompson is 2 balls and 1 strike. Ramey on the mound, set and to the plate. Smash to Jace Ryan Felker. Throw across the diamond is in time for the 3rd out. But the Cougars score 2 times here in the top of the 4th. On 2 base hits, they leave 1 man on base, and there were no Tiger errors in that inning. And at the end of 3 1/2 innings of play, Louisville Holy Cross has taken a 2-1 lead over the Caldwell County Tigers. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3, The Tiger.
May is National Electrical Safety Month. It is also Military Appreciation Month. The people of PENNYRILE Electric salute the men and women of our military serving our country at Fort Campbell and around the world. Thomas Jefferson said the 4 pillars of America's prosperity are agriculture, manufacturing, commerce, and navigation. There is a 5th pillar, America's military, which helps make possible the freedom to enjoy all the others. Apart from PENNYRILE Electric, where we do more than sell electricity. PENNYRILE Electric, your touchstone energy cooperative.
And welcome back to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Louisville Holy Cross scoring 2 runs in the top of the 4th inning to take a 2-1 lead over the Tigers, and in the bottom of the 4th for the Tigers. Dylan Gray will lead it off for the Tigers, followed by Shane Burns, and then the right fielder Gage Hendon. Anybody gets on will be Oliver Parker. First time up, Dylan bounded to the shortstop, and there goes the throw to second base. And stepping into the box is Dylan Gray. Hunter Adams, the pitcher for Holy Cross, still on the hill for the the Cougars. And the first pitch to Dylan Gray is outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes to count to Dylan Gray. The next pitch is swung on and fouled back here to the screen. Pitch at 67 miles an hour. And the count now, 1 ball and 1 strike to Dylan Gray. The next pitch to Dylan, lined into center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. And the Tigers get their leadoff man on here in the bottom of the 4th. And Dylan's first hit of the game. The Tigers now with a hit in each inning. Shane Burns stepping into the box, looking down at Coach Stallings. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Big opening between first and second base for Shane. Holy Cross in double play depth. Shane steps out, now back in the box. Big gap in left center, too. The throw to first base is not in time. And the pitch by Hunter Adams to Shane Burns. Shane is going to bunt down to third base. Throw to first is in time, and Shane is retired on a sacrifice. 5-3. And at second base is Dylan Gray. 1 out here for the Tigers. In the bottom of the 4th, Gage Hendon at the plate. Gage singled his first time up. He'll be followed by Oliver Parker and Tate Van Hoosier, 3 guys that really get the bat on the ball consistently. Adams at the stretch to the plate. The first pitch is way outside for ball 1 to Gage Hendon. Gage will be swinging if this ball's anywhere close, trying to get it big hole from first and second, and he goes to right field quite often. Now the pitcher steps off the rubber. Dylan Gray, no play at second. Dylan does not even retreat back to the bag. Adams comes set from the stretch to the plate. Is to throw down to second base. They've got Dylan Gray hung up and tagged out. And a base running error that you don't want to have occur just takes the steam out of the play here. Throw down from the catcher 2 to 4 for the second out here. And now Gage Hendon with 2 balls on him. The next pitch into him, way outside for ball 3. So we're going to have to get this thing started without a runner in scoring position. Gage, 3 balls and no strikes to count to him. Oliver Parker on deck. Hunter Adams winds and fires, and it's ball 4. And next up for the Tigers, second baseman number 8, Oliver Parker. Oliver sacrificed his first time, a beautifully placed bunt. Officially, he's 0 for 0 today. Gage Hendon, the runner at first. The first throw to first is really way late, but a nice move by the pitcher on that move. Gage probably only about 3 feet off the base when that throw went over. Quick throw is almost thrown wildly to the first baseman. Be nice to have a wild throw there into the right field corner. Right fielder not backing up to play. That ball rolls a long way and possibly gets the runner to third base. And first pitch to Oliver Parker is popped up and closing in on it and not able to get it as the first baseman. Strike 1 to Oliver Parker. Ball falling in foul territory. A big area over here behind first base, as we pointed out. Count to Oliver Parker is no balls and 1 strike. Oliver, a nice contact hitter with the ball. Put the ball in play and see what happens. The 0-1 pitch from Adams to the plate is bounded foul down the third base line. Oliver in the hole now, no balls and 2 strikes. Gage Hendon retreating back to first base. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Adams looking in, getting a sign. And now comes set. And to the plate he comes. Foul ball over to our right here, out of play. U-ball back to the mound. We're 0-2 on Oliver here at the plate. Hunter Adams to the plate, way outside for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes to count. On deck is Tate Van Hoosier. Runner at first base is Gage Hendon. And Hunter Adams comes set to the plate. Ripped into left field. The shortstop cannot make a diving play, and it's going to be in for a base hit by Oliver Parker. So the Tigers now with runners at first and second. 1 hit in every inning except this inning. We've had 2 hits, but we had a man picked off second base, which for the early on took the steam out, but we now have a 2-out rally. Runners at first and second. Tate Van Hoosier at the plate, and on deck Noah Brown. Hunter Adams comes set to the plate. Popped up to the shortstop. He's there under it and has it for the 3rd out to retire the side here. For the Tigers, here in the bottom of the 4th, we get no runs on 2 hits. We leave 2 men on base, stranding 5 so far during the game. No Holy Cross error. And at the end of 4 complete innings of play, it is Louisville Holy Cross 2, Caldwell County 1. And we'll keep it here. And with our sponsor, we want to make this commercial. This broadcast made possible by your friends at Princeton Water and Wastewater. We salute the Tiger baseball team for being in the state All-A tournament in Lexington this weekend. Princeton Water and Wastewater, supplying quality water and sewer services to the residents of Princeton for many years. At Princeton Water and Wastewater, service and reliability are our 2 most important products. We thank our sponsors for helping make this broadcast possible. And we are now entering the top half of the 5th inning. Louisville Holy Cross with a 2-1 lead. Caldwell County having some chances, but not able to get the key hit, and then having runner picked off second base never helps the situation. Leading off here and we're going to have a pitching change. Jace Ryan Felker is going to the mound here in the top of the 5th. Ty Ramey goes 4 innings, gives up 2 runs. Ramey is now catching. Pitching is Jace Ryan. And playing third base now is Noah Brown. At shortstop is Bryce Thomas. Second base still remains Oliver Parker, so just a shift, nobody in or out. Jace Ryan Felker about to make his first pitch. The wind, and here it comes, low for ball 1. Gavin Foshee leading off here in the top of the 5th with a 1 ball, no strike count. Louisville Holy Cross up 2-1. Felker winds on the pitch, right down central for a call strike one. One ball, one strike to count to Foshi. Ryan looking in has a sign from Ramey, and the pitch is low for ball two. And the 2-1 pitch from Felker. He winds and on the way, tapped down the third base line, foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to the Holy Cross leadoff batter here in the 5th inning. Happens to be their leadoff man in the lineup. He'll be followed by the right fielder Christian Schulten and the third baseman Ray Steelberg. The 2-2 pitch from Jace Ryan Felker is on the way to the plate, and it's taken high for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count to the Holy Cross leadoff batter. And the 3-2 pitch on the way. It hits him for ball 4. Actually reaches base by being hit. And Louisville Holy Cross now with an opportunity to maybe sacrifice him to second. Number 8 stepping into the box is Christian Schulten, who's flied out to the center fielder and then reached on a fielder's choice. Officially, he's 0 for 2 today. Felker, check of the runner at first, now throw over. Not obviously his best move, and the runner back easily. We're deep in left, straight away in center and right. The next pitch is bunted. Felker to Shane Burns for the out. Sacrifice is good. Play goes 1-3 for the first out here in the top of the 5th inning for Louisville Holy Cross. At second base is Gavin Foshi. Into the box now is Ray Steelberg. Went down swinging in the first and flied out to Gage Hendon in the third. 0 for 2 today officially. Felker from the stretch position now to the plate is a call strike one to Ray Steelberg. Count, no balls and 1 strike to Steelberg. The next pitch, Wills, no throw to second base. And Felker getting the sign from his catcher. Now to the plate is low for ball 1. Count evens to Ray Steelberg at 1 ball, 1 strike. Jace Ryan Felker on in relief of Ty Ramey here to start the 5th. His 1-1 pitch on the way to the plate, swung on and missed for strike 2. We'll check his velocity out here. Been moving things around here on my scorebook and really not looking at the...
It doesn't really catch the reading every time, so you have to kind of catch it.
The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch about to be made to Ray Steelberg, and here it is. Low into the dirt. Nice stop by Ty Ramey.
That one was 70 miles per hour.
And that probably was a breaking ball. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Steelberg. Runner at second. 1 out here for Holy Cross. Jace Ryan Wills does not make the throw to second. Runner back easily. And we're about ready for action. Felker has a sign. Come set. And the pitch to the plate popped up, and Shane Burns is going to give chase and going to drift into the stands over here to our right. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
Never seen so many kids fighting over a foul ball.
2-2, the count to Ray Steelberg. Runner at second base is Gavin Foshee. Jace Ryan comes set, and his pitch to the plate is a smash to the shortstop. Up, Bryce Thomas. Throw to first is in time. Runner advancing to third base. Steelberg thrown out from 6-3 for the second out here in the inning. And the cleanup hitter for Louisville Holy Cross stepping into the box is their first baseman, Ethan Short. Popped to Jace Ryan Felker in the first inning, then was hit by a pitch ball in the 4th inning to lead off that 2-run rally for Louisville Holy Cross. Jace Ryan looking in, getting the signed runner in scoring position at third for Holy Cross. The first pitch by Jace Ryan swung on and fouled out of play back here to our left for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to count to Ethan Short, the cleanup hitter for Holy Cross. And Jace Ryan from the stretch position to the plate is a bounding ball to the third baseman. A nice play by Noah Brown. The throw to first is in time for the out. The hop came up big for Noah, able to handle it, and the throw across the diamond was true. Third out here for the Holy Cross Cougars, and in the 5th inning, they get no runs on no hits. They leave one man on base, no Caldwell County Tiger error, and at the end of 4 1/2 innings of play, it's Louisville Holy Cross 2, Caldwell County 1. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
It's hard to make a choice when it comes to financial institutions in today's marketplace. You want to choose a bank you can trust and has your best interest at heart. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we are committed to making local decisions that will not only benefit you, the customer, but will benefit our local communities by investing your money locally. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we have a dedicated staff ready to assist you and answer any questions you might have pertaining to your banking needs. Give us a call today or drop by our Fredonia Valley Bank locations at 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia or 226 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And we're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Tigers bringing up their leadoff hitters in this inning. Hoping to get something started, hoping we can get these guys back around to the lineup again, but be Noah Brown, Gabe East, and Bryce Thomas. Anybody gets on, be Jace Ryan Felker. Throw down to second base for the Cougars, and we're set. Stepping into the box is Noah Brown. First pitch from Hunter Adams to him is bunted foul off to the right side here. Noah trying any way possible to get on base. Had the first baseman and the third baseman back on the dirt. If he gets that one down, great chance he has of beating it out. But maybe the element of surprise is now over. The 0-1 pitch from Adams is taken low for ball 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike to Noah Brown. Tigers down by 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th. The next pitch in from Hunter Adams is high for ball 2. 2-1 the count to Noah Adams. And the 2-1 pitch on the way to Noah Brown is in the dirt for ball 3. We'll get on base any way we can, Jordan. We'll take a walk. 3 balls and 1 strike to count here. 3:04 here in Lexington, 2:04 back home. Noah Brown steps out of the box, back in now. 3-1 the count, and the pitch on the way is popped up and is going to get out of play here. Count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck for the Tigers is Gabe East. And the 3-2 pitch on the way from Hunter Adams is low for ball 4, and that's our leadoff batter gets on. And we'll see if we see some small ball here by Coach Stallings. He's giving signs to Gabe East. Also the runner at first, Noah Brown, having just walked Hunter Adams from the stretch. Throw to first is not in time. Just about had Noah Brown leading the wrong way on that, and we can't afford to have another runner picked off base here. It is getting late. Tigers really have to be aware of where the baseball is. The first pitch in popped up and going to be grabbed, and Gabe East fails to sacrifice here. P-1, 1 out. Bryce Thomas. Bryce today reached on an error by the shortstop and fly to right field. Be a great opportunity for him to get his first hit. Jace Ryan with a triple and a double today. The double being thrown out. There's a rip into left field.
It's down.
A base hit. And left fielder having trouble picking the ball up, but we can only get to first and second. That's, again, continues the Tiger streak of a hit in every inning so far. 2 runners on here. Jace Ryan Felker up, be hitting from the right side. Switch hitter facing the southpaw Hunter Adams. It'd be great if we get another double or triple into the gap here. And they're playing really shallow in center. Jace Ryan into the box, and sure we will not be bunting here. With 1 out. First pitch in is outside for ball 1. Dylan Gray on deck for the Tigers. Dylan with a hit his last time up, so we may be getting this pitcher sighted in a little bit. Hit in every inning, 2 hits in this inning. 1 hit so far. The pitch in is high outside for ball 2. Catcher threatening as if to throw down to second base, but no throw. Again, a message to our base runners: follow the ball. First baseman for the Cougars is playing behind Bryce Thomas. The next pitch in, Jace Ryan on the outside corner for a call, strike 1. Right fielder, big gap in right center. Big gap. The right fielder's probably 70 feet from the line, and the center fielder probably a little bit over into left center. Big gap. The next pitch in is fly ball lifted to the right fielder. He's closing on it, and it's going to get foul, dropping in front of him, or actually 20 feet in front of him. Had no chance at that one. Jace Ryan now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Seeing the ball well, has put it in play every time this game.
A little over 100 people watching back home. Or at least I don't know if they're back home or not, but
they're somewhere.
They're somewhere, yeah.
The 2-2 pitch about to be made to Jace Ryan, and here it comes. Smash foul down the right field side into the stands and out of the stands.
That one was bouncing all over the place, wasn't it?
But again, just remarkable, a lot of distance in that right center field gap. It gets down and goes to the wall there. It will be a triple. The 2-2 pitch on the way is a ground ball that's headed for right field. It's going to get through. Runner attempting to come to the plate, and
safe.
He is safe. Noah Brown
Tigers
slides in.
Tied the game.
Another RBI here for Jace Ryan.
Oh. Not only have we tied the game, we've got runners on first and third with only one out.
Yes, Noah Brown able to score on that one. Bryce Thomas reaching third base on that. And the single by Jace Ryan through that wide open hole between first and second.
And we've got speed on the third base as well. Yeah.
And I don't know. It's one out here. Again, Dylan Gray at the plate, and I don't know whether this is where Bradley will run suicide again or not, but anything's possible here. Great speed at third. Throw to first. Again, our runners must know where the baseball is.
I don't know. Mr. Stallings might be done.
A little
playing risks.
A little gun shy.
Yeah, he might
be
done.
He's got here. I don't know, a coach all time. Coach Stallings. Here comes the coach for Holy Cross out. Meanwhile, Coach Stallings has gathered his players here on the right side in front of our dugout while the conference is going on for Holy Cross. But the Tigers, having scored one run already here,
now tied the game.
And tied the game.
Yeah.
And the conference is still going on the mound. The home plate umpire sauntering out. He just barely gets to the grass portion. Dylan Gray into the batter's box. Bryce Thomas retreating to third base. And Jace Ryan Felker, the runner at third base. Jace Ryan, 3 out of 3 so far today's game. The Tigers with 2 hits in this inning so far with 1 out. Holy Cross cheating in a little bit from the second baseman coming in. A throw to first is not in time. The second baseman is actually expecting a bunt here. Now he's back, creeping back onto the infield dirt. Stepping back, the first pitch in is low for ball 1 to Dylan Gray. And a lot of that might be confusing to the Holy Cross pitcher. 1 ball, no strike, the count.
I think folks have found out the game is tied because our YouTube viewers has increased to about 125 now.
And we've got a great chance to seize the lead here as it is getting late here in Lexington. Hunter Adams from the stretch to the plate and taken high for ball 2 to Dylan Gray.
Folks, if you're listening and you're wondering how you can watch, visit our website, WPKYonline.com, or our Facebook page.
And now the 2-0 pitch about to be made, and call strike 1 on the inside corner to Dylan Gray. Dylan making the pitcher work a little bit. Key pitch here in the game for Holy Cross. And the 2-1 pitch on the way. It is going to be bunted. It's popped up. And they're going to double him up at third base.
But not before the damage is done.
Well,
Tigers have tied it up 2-2 here.
The play on that goes 1-5, and a pop to the pitcher for the second out, and the double play over at third base to end the Tiger 5th inning. But the Tigers do tie it. 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 1 man on base. No Cougar error. And at the end of 5 complete innings of play, we're tied here in Lexington 2-2. And we'll send it over to Jordan for some sponsor recognition.
Absolutely. We want to thank TRICE HUGHES Incorporated, McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, the WOODALL Agency, Planters Bank, PENNYRILE Rural Electric, the Princeton Water and Wastewater Commission, Fredonia Valley Bank, and the Princeton Optimist Club. Those are the sponsors that have brought you this coverage of the State All-A Championship live from Lexington, Kentucky. We couldn't have done it without them, and if you see any of those folks or know any of those folks, be sure and thank them.
And entering the top half of the 6th inning, Jace Ryan Felker in his 2nd inning of work for the Tigers will face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for Louisville Holy Cross. Left fielder Gavin Bales, followed by Joshua Thompson, and then the designated hitter Chase Phillips.
Just got a message from Julia Freeman. She's watching from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. She said she loves her Princeton and Eddyville roots, though. So folks watching from all over the place, we appreciate all of you.
Exactly. And we love doing this, so it's a lot of fun. Jace Ryan about to make his last pitch, and the throw down to second base. And we've got a fresh new ball game here. We're tied 2-2 after 5 innings of play here. In the top of the 6th inning, leading it off will be number 24, the left fielder Gavin Bales for Holy Cross. He has been hit by a pitch and popped out to the third baseman, essentially 0 for 1. Jace Ryan on the rubber into his line, and the first pitch on the way is a little curveball in there for a call strike 1. Jace Ryan seeing probably his 3rd game of the year on the mound. Pitched over in Elizabethtown, I know, and his next pitch on the way to Gavin Bales is a tap to the third baseman. Brown up, throw to first, in time for the out. Noah Brown playing in on the grass then, got that on the nice hop, able to make a really accurate throw. Out by 10 feet or so was Gavin Bales. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And Joshua Thompson stepping in. Last time up, he doubled, tying this game. First time up, sacrificed.
It's 58 degrees out here and just turned into a great day out here at Whitaker Ballpark.
We've had some beautiful weather so far today.
Started off chilly and just turned into a good day.
Jace Ryan's first pitch into Joshua Thompson is a called strike 1. Jace Ryan, if he had any butterflies, is definitely not showing it pitching well.
Absolutely.
His no ball, 1 strike pitch on the way. Another little curveball in there for a call strike 2.
Quite a breath of fresh air here.
1 out here so far in the top of the 6th. We're tied 2-2. And the 0-2 pitch coming from Jace Ryan Felker is low in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Joshua Thompson, the shortstop for Louisville Holy Cross. The 1-2 pitch from Jace Ryan Felker is on the way to the plate. Little tap to the second baseman, Oliver Parker up. Throw to first is in time for the out. Short hopped Oliver able to get it and get it out of his glove. And the second out here, scoring goes 4-3 on that play for the second out. And And the designated hitter stepping in, number 10, Chase Phillips. He has bounded out to the pitcher today or bounded out to the first baseman pitcher catching or covering and popped out to the shortstop. First pitch to him. A little curveball in there for a call strike one. Yes, Jordan.
We've got another listener. They're listening on their way home from Memphis. That's a Ben Trimble. So, yeah.
Great. And the next pitch in is another call strike at the knees. And Phillips is in the hole now from Jace Ryan. No balls and 2 strikes. Jace Ryan really sharp in this inning, been ahead of all the hitters. And his 0-2 pitch in is bounced and is outside for ball 1. Ball gets past the catcher. New ball back to the mound. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Jace Ryan winds and fires. This one's outside his fastball. And the clock had him on that one at 75 miles an hour. The 2-2 pitch from Jace Ryan is on the way to the plate, and it's low for ball 3. Phillips working himself back from an 0-2 count. It's at 3-2 now. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Ty Ramey goes out to the mound.
Said, you know, I feel like I owe it to y'all to come out and encourage y'all a little bit since y'all do so much for me. Didn't have a whole lot to say to
no,
him,
and I'm not sure what the message was other than, will you please get the ball over the plate, maybe? The 3-2 pitch coming from Jace Ryan Felker is on the way and high for ball 4. Second baseman for the Cougars is Matthew Wilcher. Lined out to the pitcher, his first time up, and singled in the 4th, driving in the 2nd run for Holy Cross today. Runner at first base, 2 outs for the Cougars. Jace Ryan from the stretch position looking in, and a check of the runner at first. Now comes set, throw to first.
Keep him in check. Right?
No tag made by Shane Burns, just letting him know that he was there. And we're set here. First pitch in from Jace Ryan is on in the down at the knees for a call, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to count. To Matthew Wilcher. Wilcher 1 out of 2 today. Jace Ryan from the stretch position. Throw to first. They have him picked off. And they've got him in a rundown. And he is tagged out here.
All right.
Jace Ryan with a great move to first base to pick off Chase Phillips. Throw, that play goes 3-6-3 for the 3rd out here in the top of the 6th inning. For Louisville Holy Cross here, they get no runs on no hits, nobody left on base, no Tiger error, and at the end of 5 1/2 innings of play, we're tied here 2-2 in Lexington. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
TRICE in Princeton wants to remind everyone that we have a full line of genuine GM and Mopar parts and accessories for your car, truck, or SUV. We also offer Retrax bed covers. You have to see to believe how awesome they are. WeatherTech floor mats are a must for folks with little people and moms and dads that want to keep their entire carpet protected. Make your truck or SUV stand out with chrome accessories such as 20-inch wheels and tires, running boards, mirror covers, and door handles. Need a gift idea? Adding remote start will surely please your loved one. Call Shauna today for all your accessory needs. 270-365-5522. TRICE Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
And welcome back to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. We're tied here 2-2. Caldwell County with single runs in the 1st inning, 1 run in the 5th inning. Had a chance to pick up more, but we popped into a double play on a suicide squeeze attempt to end the 5th.
Bob, I want to give a shout out to Katie Brown Parker. She's listening from the British West Indies, and her dad's listening in California.
Great.
So we got folks all over the nation and really all over the world listening to us today, Bob, and watching with us.
And we appreciate our listeners and certainly our sponsors who make this broadcast possible and telecast. Leading it off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
We'll say hi to Craig Wyatt, too, who's listening from Sango, Tennessee, wherever that is.
That's near Clarksville. And the first pitch in to Shane is low for ball 1. Following Shane will be Gage Hendon, then Oliver Parker, and Oliver gets on Tate Van Hooser. The next pitch in is low for ball 2 to Shane Burns. Again, if we can get the leadoff man on here, we can do a lot of things. Gage Hendon is an excellent bunter. Next pitch in is high for ball 3. Hunter Adams pitching carefully to Shane Burns. Down 3-0 in the count. The next pitch in is on the inside corner for a call, strike 1.
Again, folks, we're tied here at 2-2.
And the 3-1 pitch to Shane is ripped foul down the third base line, and the umpire, you just can't do that, Jordan. He goes down to his knees, and the ball was fouled by about 10 feet, but you've got to see that ball going foul that much and be away from it. Again, the count now full to Shane Burns at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The next pitch lofted into right field. The right fielder giving chase and has it for the first out. Fly ball to deep right field. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th for the Tigers. And again, we've had in this tournament up here, we've had 2 extra inning games, and
I was about to say we played 4, 5, 6, 7th game, and we've probably played 70 innings.
We're looking if Lexington Christian doesn't score in the 7th, possibility of extra innings. We've still got 5 more outs to get here before it does get that. The swing by Gage Hendon and evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Gage, nice batting stroke, and the next pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Puts the ball in play pretty consistently. On deck is number 8 Oliver Parker. Gage back into the batter's box. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch on the way is fouled here off of the catcher's shin guard. Maybe off his foot because he's walking around, or maybe off his arm. It nicked him somewhere. Count still at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Gage Hendon. Gage with a word from Coach Stallings. And the umpire giving the catcher time to shake off where it's stinging.
Here comes the Holy Cross coach.
Yes, and he's coming out to talk to his catcher. The Holy Cross coach is a unique individual. His steps are about a foot.
I was trying to find a way to explain it there, Bob. I was going to say maybe Speedy Gonzalez is what I was going to call him.
Exactly. Maybe when I get to be 80, I don't know how old he is, I can coach. I think we're all right here with the catcher. The 1 ball, 2 strike, the count to Gage Hendon. Hunter Adams winds and fires way outside for ball 2.
Bob, we got to stop picking on these coaches and umpires all the time.
Well, you just have to describe it to our listeners as to what we're seeing here. And the next pitch is popped up to the right side and into the stands here. Gage hanging tough here. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. We need base runners.
To get base runners, we need hits, and to get hits, we got to swing.
And the 2 ball, 2 strike pitch is in the dirt. Throw down to first is there in time.
for the second out.
For out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Tigers. And trying to get something started now with 2 outs will be the second baseman, Oliver Parker. Oliver sacrificed and singled. Officially, he's 1 for 1 today in this game. Oliver stepping into the box. Hunter Adams winds, and his pitch on the way. Fly ball lofted into center fielder. The center fielder is there for the out. And we're through 6 innings of play. Caldwell County with no runs. First inning, they did not get a hit in, and nobody left on base, no Holy Cross errors. And at the end of 6 complete innings of play here in Lexington, we're tied 2-2. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Our world is full of different flavors.
Flavors, different styles, and everybody brings something unique. That's where we got the inspiration
For McDonald's new signature
crafted recipe sandwiches like pico guacamole,
guacamole made with real half avocado, sweet barbecue bacon with
crispy onions, and maple bacon Dijon with bacon with sweet maple seasoning.
you bring your
Flavor to the world, we bring ours to you.
at participating McDonald's.
And welcome back here to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Leading it off will be the hitter that was at the plate in the last inning when the runner at first was picked off, and that will be the second baseman, Matthew Wilcher. He's lined out here and singled, officially 1 for 2. And still on the mound for the Tigers is Jace Ryan Felker. And the throw down to second base, and meeting with the first and third baseman at the mound, and we're ready to go here. Again, in the box, number 2 is Matthew Wilcher. Jace Ryan on the rubber. And the first pitch on the way by Jace Ryan is at the knees for a call, strike 1. Jace Ryan getting ahead consistently here in his 2 previous innings. Ready for the next pitch. Wind picking up a little bit here. These flags are starched now. Wilcher steps out of the box. Now he's back in. And Jace Ryan winds. And the pitch is a bounding ball to the first baseman. Shane Burns is going to take it unassisted for the first out here. 3-U. Out number 1 for...
And we'll give a shout out to Savannah Hughes Doherty, who's listening in her car, going from Nashville to North Carolina.
1 out here in the top of the 7th, and into the box is the Cougar catcher, Craig Thompson, who's 0 for 2 today. And the first pitch into him from Jace Ryan Felker is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1.
Again, the score 2-2 here in the 7th inning.
The no ball, 1 strike pitch from Jace Ryan. Yeah, Jace into his windup, and the pitch is low for ball 1. Count evens to Craig Thompson at 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. Felker being deliberate, now winds, and the pitch on the way is a bouncing ball to the second baseman, Oliver Parker, up over to first in time for the out.
2 quick outs. What we like to see.
2 quick outs, and we're back at the start of the Holy Cross lineup. Gavin Foshee has been hit by a pitch, walk, flat out to the center fielder and out. Oh, 0 for 1 today.
Heck of a day, huh?
Yes. Been hit and walked. And Jace Ryan Felker into his full wind, and the pitch on the way. Curveball, beautiful curveball in there for a strike. That one, by far, his best curveball of the day. Foshee down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Chase Ryan into his full wind, and his next pitch on the way. Fastball low and outside.
79 on that one.
Picking up a little steam here, he is. And with the ability to break off a nice ball, and we see activity down in the Holy Cross bullpen. Hunter Adams having worked 6 innings already. The next pitch from Jace Ryan is another bounding ball to Oliver Parker. He's up over to first for the out. Play goes 4 to 3, and the third out here. And the Tigers have a chance to win it here in the bottom of the 7th. In the top of the 7th for Louisville Holy Cross, they get no runs on no hits. Nobody left on base, no Tiger errors, and at the end of 6 1/2 innings of play here in Lexington, we're 2-2. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3.
Mobile Deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank. Member FDIC.
And welcome back here to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Caldwell County with a chance to win it here, and a pitching change for Louisville Holy Cross, and I cannot get his number. He doesn't turn his back square enough to me. I think it's number 12. And we'll see here shortly. It's either 12 or 13. It is 12, and it's Ray Steelberg, having played third base, now goes to the mound. Hunter Adams, the pitcher, now goes to right field.
Earlier, Bob, when the umpire was giving us a warning, both teams were warned after some on-field jawing. According to Todd Griffin, he said a couple of guys were talking to one another and started walking toward each other, and that's when the ump put a stop to it.
We knew it was something involving some tensions.
Must have it. He must have put a stop to it really quick because I didn't even see it.
Well, right. It was really subtle.
Yeah. And
into the batter's box for Caldwell County here. Tate Van Hooser leading it off for the Tigers. First pitch from Steelberg is in there for a call, strike 1. And the next pitch into Tate. Swung on and missed for strike 2. We haven't seen a reading on him. He looks quick. Now the next pitch, the 0-2 pitch, is swung on and missed for strike 3.
That one was 83.
So he's got some heat out there.
Yep.
And but I think we enjoy the faster pitch than we do the breaking ball stuff. Noah Brown into the box now. Noah has bounced out to the first baseman with the pitcher covering, flat out to center field and walked. So officially 0 for 2. The first pitch in from Steelberg is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1. Steelberg's next pitch into Noah Brown is high outside for ball 1.
That one 82.
consistently, we haven't seen any slow stuff or junk yet. So the next pitch from Stillberg, 1-1 count, is high, and that was 78. 2 balls and 1 strike to Noah Brown. Gabe East on deck. Gabe likes that hard stuff. Next pitch, outside for ball 3. Noah Brown working the count. A little momentarily lapse of wildness by Stillberg. 3 balls and 1 strike to count to Noah Brown, and the next pitch on the way is fly ball lifted into center field. Center fielder coming in, the right fielder now calling him off and making the catch for the second out. 2 outs here, and we're looking at extra innings again, Jordan.
Yeah. Extra innings have they've served us well the past couple games.
Yes, and gave East in the box. The first pitch from Stillberg, swung on and fouled back here, out of play.
That one towards your family, Bob.
Is in that that suite over there. No balls and 1 strike to count to Gabe East, and the next pitch by Stillberg is on the outside corner for a call, strike 2. It didn't look like Gabe agreed with that call, but nevertheless, Stillberg winds, and his 0-2 pitch in is lofted to center fielder. He's under it and will make the catch
and we're
for
going
the third out. And we
innings.
are headed for extra innings. Something that's not unusual with the Tigers here in Whitaker Bank Ballpark. And for the Tigers in the bottom of the 7th, we get no runs on no hits, nobody left on base, no Cougar error, and at the end of 7 complete innings of play, we're tied here in Lexington 2-2. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, headed for extra innings. And in the top of the 8th inning, there goes the throw down to second base by Ty Ramey. We will have the Holy Cross 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the top of the 8th. Jace Ryan Felker still on the mound. And into the box is the right fielder, Kristen Schulten. Reached on a fielder's choice fly to center field and sacrifice. 0 for 2 today. Jace Ryan winds, and his first pitch on the way. A little bit low for ball 1. Jace Ryan in his 4th inning of relief. Looking in, getting his sign, now into his full windup, and the pitch is low into the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Jace Ryan Felker. The 2-0 pitch about to be made, and right down central for a call, strike 1. 2-1 pitch from Jace Ryan Felker to Kristen Schulten is on its way. Swung on and fouled at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Schulten. Action down in the Louisville Holy Cross bullpen. The 2-2 pitch on the way to Schulten is Paul, strike 3, curveball. And I definitely know the Louisville Holy Cross fans do not agree with that. As evidenced by our Mike. You know you're going to get a curveball in that situation, and his curveball has been pretty effective. Anyway, 1 out here for Louisville Holy Cross in the top of the 8th. Ray Steelberg, who's now on the mound for them, is now at the plate. And the first pitch is a fly ball lofted into the gap. It's going to get down. Cut off by Gage Hendon. Throw into the cutoff is not in time. And Steelberg is at second base with a double. Number 22 batting now is Ethan Short, the first baseman. He's been hit by a pitch, popped out to the third baseman, and then thrown out by the third baseman. Officially 0 for 2 today. 1 out here, runner at second base. The pitcher, and we haven't had a courtesy runner yet, so I'm not sure. I guess they won't be courtesy running for the pitcher. Anyway, the Jace Ryan from the stretch position to the plate, and it's high for ball 1 to Ethan Short. Louisville Holy Cross with just their 4th hit of the day, that double by Ray Steelberg. The 1-0 pitch on the way from Jace Ryan, swung on and missed for strike 1. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike to Ethan Short. Runner at second is Ray Steelberg, not far off base. Belker checks him, and now to the plate is low for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count to Ethan Short. Louisville Lacrosse not wanting to sacrifice him to third, giving up the out, expecting any kind of hit to score Steelberg from second. And wills and throw, no throw to second base.
Just letting him know he could if he wanted to.
Short not getting much of a lead. Steelberg not getting much of a lead at second. Ethan Short, the batter, count to him is 2 balls and 1 strike. The next pitch into him is a smash to Oliver Parker. He dropped it. Throw to first is in time. Runner advances to third base. Play from Ethan Short goes 4-3 for the second out. And Gavin Bells with an RBI opportunity here in the top of the 8th. Runner at third base. And we've got to be alert for the pass ball here. So Ty Ramey has to become a brick wall here. Number 24, Gavin Bells, has been hit by a pitch, popped up to third, and then thrown out by the third baseman. Officially 0 for 2 today. Jace Ryan from the stretch position to the plate. There's a ground ball, knocked down by Bryce Thomas. First is safe. So Louisville Holy Cross with a nice play by Bryce Thomas on that one. Knocking that ball down, getting up, and just barely missing a diving Gavin Bells in that instance. And it did look to me like he was safe on that play. Although you kind of keep wondering if these umpires are, when somebody slides at first base head first, if they're going to get the call. Coach Stallin's coming out now to talk to Jace Ryan Felker. Bales with an RBI on that particular play. And a single. Conference at the mound. Somebody has been thrown out here. A first base umpire coming down. Umpire can't take the heat, is having to throw out a fan, and obviously it's a Caldwell County fan.
That's oh God, I can't remember what his name is.
So we're having a show of strength here by the first base umpire. Can't take the heat. The batter now for Louisville Holy Cross is Joshua Thompson, the shortstop. Runner at first base. Runner at first playing cat and mouse with Jace Ryan Felker. He's probably going to get that quick move and may get hung up and to dry out here. So batter steps out of the batter's box while Jace Ryan on the rubber. He now comes set. And his first pitch in is low for ball one to Joshua Thompson. Count 1 ball, no strikes to Joshua Thompson. Runner at first base. 1 run in here for Louisville Holy Cross in the top of the 8th. Jace Ryan's pitch to the plate is outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. And the umpire at first base is
hollering at Barry Burns. He's hollering at.
And another show of strength here. Meanwhile, I'm not real sure who the. There's a tournament manager down there now talking to. And the runner at first base, I guess, is going to be replaced by courtesy runner. I'm not sure. Oh, there he's the courtesy runner. And they're still trying to get the patron out of the park here.
No, he left. He
left.
Did?
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, left on his own accord. Suspect we'll have a new viewer here in a second.
Maybe from a new place in the park.
Maybe from a new place in the park.
I'm sure if that's what happened to me, I'd find another portal and lose the guy that maybe was escorting.
A good spot on the fence over there.
Courtesy runner for Bales at first base. 2 balls and no strike. The count to Joshua Thompson. And this umpiring crew not very good as far as the Caldwell County people are concerned. especially the first base umpire, getting too close to the action, if you will, from the fans, letting it get to him.
He's paying more attention to the fans than the game.
And the 2-0 pitch from Jace Ryan is in there for a call, strike one. After all that 3 or 4 minutes of non-activity, hoopla, he's still able to come back and record a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here for the Cougars here in the top of the 8th, but they have taken the lead here, 3-2. Jace Ryan, the check of the runner at first. And his pitch, there goes the runner to second, and a chop over the mound in the first. And can't make the play. Bryce Thomas can't get the play. And the runner from first goes down to second. But no run score here. We're still second and third here with 2 outs. Not sure how they're going to rule that. I think that was probably an error. We're going to give an error on that play. And stepping into the box now with runners at second and third, the designated hitter for Holy Cross is Chase Phillips. 2 outs here, runners at second and third for the Cougars. Jace Ryan from the stretch and to the plate. Smash to the second baseman, Oliver Parker up. Throw to first is in time. And the Tigers get out of it with only 1 run. Play goes 4-3 for the third out. But Holy Cross scores 1 run on 2 base hits. They leave 2 men on, and there was 1 Tiger error in that inning. And at the end of 7 1/2 innings of play, it is Louisville Holy Cross 3, Caldwell County 2. And we'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
This is Brad Harrelson, a financial advisor with Encompass Wealth Management. I've been partnered with the Woodall Insurance Agency for the past 13 years. In just the same way the Woodall Agency has worked hard to be your local insurance agent, I want to be the person you think of for your financial advice. So give me a call at 365-5541 or stop by our office in Princeton to discuss your financial future. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. The Tigers with their 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up here in this inning and maybe able to make some noise, either get this thing tied or win it. There goes the throw down to second base. And throw around the infield by the Cougars. And we're set for action here. Bryce Thomas leading it off for the Tigers, reached on an error by the shortstop, fly to the right fielder, and then singled in the 5th inning. Again, be great to get base runners on here early.
I just learned something there, Bob. That umpire at first base is the same umpire that was behind the plate during the first game today.
Okay. And the first pitch from...
Oh, man, that one really was up by your family, and somebody called it.
From Stillberg back on the mound for Holy Cross. The next pitch from him into Bryce Thomas. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Bryce Thomas having to work now, finds himself down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Stillberg into his wind, and the pitch on the way is inside for ball 1. Pitch at 83 miles an hour, just heat on that one.
Around 140 people watching right now on YouTube. We thank all of you.
Stillberg into his wind, the 1-2 pitch on the way.
Ooh.
It hit him.
Bryce never been so happy to get hit by a ball.
And that one probably hurt. I'm sure that was in the low 80s as well.
I'm sure
But-
when he screamed, yes, it was probably, ow, as well.
What we need are base runners, and we now have a base runner. And Jace Ryan, one of our best hitters and a great fastball hitter now into the box. And I would not give him up on a bunt attempt here.
Hope we can make this pitcher pay for that.
Yes, exactly. And Jace Ryan fast enough to get down the line so they won't double him up. And it looks like he's not bunting. The first pitch into him is high for ball one.
Hope somebody told Bryce to be careful because he's not going to get a call at first base.
Well, and Bryce, one of the things of baseball, know where the ball is. And don't anticipate anything until it happens. The next pitch, swung on and missed by Jace Ryan. That one says 38, but I don't know what that means. Count to Jace Ryan, evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. He will not get cheated in his swings up here. 1-1 the count. Bryce Thomas at first, and I don't know whether we'll be running Bryce in this situation or not. The next pitch in, it just about hit Jace Ryan on the inside. It was ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count to Jace Ryan. On deck is Dylan Gray, the DH.
I want to thank Nancy Papul. They're watching from home back in Princeton.
The next pitch in is low into the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher, and count to Jace Ryan goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. A little rally about to get started here by the Tigers.
They're fired up.
And I'm sure Jace Ryan will be sitting on this next pitch, which will be the 82, 83 mile an hour fastball. And the 3-1 pitch on the way is downstairs for ball 4.
Tigers on first and second, no outs. Somebody's first base umpire needs to figure out what he's going to do here.
He'll create something. Make no mistake about that. Coach Allen's giving the signs, and if we get this bunt down, we have to get it on the ground. That's all there is to it. We've popped up into a double play today,
and they know it's coming.
And the third baseman is in on the grass. Mm-hmm. Dylan Gray.
I'm sure the pitcher's thinking about it.
And throw back, no throw at second.
He's going to try to block Bryce there if he could.
Bryce and Jace Ryan have to be alert on the base paths here. The first pitch in is high to Dylan Gray, and no sign of a bunt there from Dylan. Tigers, runners at first and second here, and ball gets loose from the Cougar bullpen, retrieved, and now we can get back to play here. Dylan Gray with a 1 ball, no strike count. Just reached 4 o'clock here in Lexington. The next pitch in, swung on and fouled out of play here to the right. Count to Dylan now, 1 ball and 1 strike. And hopefully, if he gets it down between first and second, it's going to get through. Second baseman way over near the bag. First baseman not holding the runner. And the bunt is fouled. That was what you wanted, and it goes foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now to Dylan Gray, and now Coach Allen's giving another series of signs. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dylan. Runners at first and second for the Tigers. No outs here. Steelberg comes set on the mound and to the plate. Foul back here. Good cut by Dylan Gray on an 82 mile an hour fastball. One ball, 2 strikes to count to Dylan Gray. Runner at first, not being held on. This one bounces into the front of the plate, and both runners advance. That was your typical 55-foot I'm sure that had to be a breaking ball. Hit and bounced way over the catcher's head. Wild pitch. And the Tigers now, they base hit away from winning this thing. Great speed at second base.
That home ump had something to say to Shane. Nothing bad. They both laughed or whatever it was.
And we get one more of those. We'll get this game tied. And nobody covering, holding Jace Ryan close at second. So anything into the outfield. Foul swung on and foul back here out of play. Dylan Gray hanging tough. Even Holy Cross is going to concede the run on a bouncing ball to the second base or shortstop. They're back in their normal depth. The first baseman's in a little bit. Third baseman a little bit on the dirt. The next pitch is a tap.
It's a down on the ground.
And they get the out at home.
Wow.
Bryce Thomas trying to go up and over.
Almost made the hero move there. That would have been amazing.
Play goes 5-2. First out here. Bryce, a valiant effort on that, and you've got to try to score. You've got to try to score on that. You may have not many chances left to get that, but we do have a runner at third with one out here.
Well, somebody tell Bryce I got another shot of him at home plate there.
And Shane, a good fastball hitter. Base hit now ties the game. Dylan Gray at first base being held on by the first baseman. Line the fly ball to the right fielder. He's there. Here comes the tag. And the throw to the plate is safe, not in time. Throw down to second base. Not in time. And we've got this thing
Shane's
tied.
at second. It's tied up. Shane's at second. We got 2 outs, but still plenty of time to make something happen.
Actually, Dylan Gray at second. Shane is the one that hit the fly ball.
He's out at first.
He's out at first. He's out by the catch by the left fielder. Left fielder's throw not in time. Second out, and coming in to score was Jace Ryan Felker on that. Shane with an RBI. And we're tied here. Sports fans in Lexington in the bottom of the 8th. Caldwell coming up with 1 run so far.
See, Bob, I told you I needed my glasses yesterday, didn't I?
And in the box is Gage Hendon. Wheel around to second base. No throw made by. And a base hit now. May put this thing away for the Tigers. And Gage Hendon, key in the clutch all season long. The first pitch in from Wiegert is on the outside corner for a call strike. Caldwell County battling with a lot of grit here, tying this thing up here in the bottom of the 8th. And the next pitch in to Gage is again on the outside corner for a call strike 2. Stillberg coming with the corner pitches here ahead to Gage Hendon. No balls and 2 strikes. Gage, though, with the ability to put the ball in play. And the 0-2 pitch from Stillberg is outside for ball 1. The Cougar fans disagreeing with that, but we have tied this thing here on a sacrifice fly by Shane Burns. And the next pitch from Stillberg is fouled out of play to the right side. Pitch coming in at 82 miles an hour.
Bob, we got ourselves a ball game now.
Yes. Caldwell County battling this whole trip to Lexington in a third extra inning game. The next pitch swung on and missed by Gage Hendon, striking out, but not before the Tigers come back and tie this game. We have 1 run on actually no hits. We leave 1 man on base, no Cougar errors, and at the end of 8 innings of play, it is tied here in Lexington 3-3. We'll be back here After these messages from our sponsors, you're listening to WPKYOnline.com 103.3 The Tiger.
PENNYRILE Electric reminds you this is National Electrical Safety Month. A good time to check your electric outlets, wiring, and appliances, and make sure they're all safe and in good condition. Replace and bring up to date old overloaded outlets and replace worn or damaged cords, wiring, and appliances, and use only light bulbs of proper wattage. All things we take for granted, but observing electrical safety is very important to your safety. A reminder from the folks at PENNYRILE Electric, your Touchstone Energy Co-op.
And welcome back to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We're in the 9th inning, tied here in Lexington 3-3. Both teams scoring runs in the 8th inning. Caldwell County without the benefit of a hit in that 8th inning, getting a wild pitch to advance the runners to second and third, and with one out, Shane Burns sacrifice fly to the left fielder, unable to throw out Jace Ryan Felker at the plate, and we are tied here.
Bob, we got right around 190 people watching right now.
Everybody
throughout the game, we've had 686 hits on our live stream.
The word obviously spreading, and as time here is 4:10, 3:10 in Princeton. And Jace Ryan Felker entering his 5th inning of relief. Pitching well, only giving up 1 run here. And in the 9th inning, leading it all. First pitch in from Jace Ryan to Matthew Welcher is a called strike, a curveball. Nice breaking curveball. Jace Ryan getting a sign from Ty Ramey into the wind, and the pitch is popped up. Oliver Parker going out under it and has it for the first out. Maybe Gage Hendon would have had a better shot at that ball, but again, we've got to converse out there. But Oliver getting under it, making the catch for the first out here. The number 9 hitter for the Cougars, the catcher Craig Thompson, stepping into the box. He's 0 for 3 today, bounced out to the shortstop unassisted on a force out at second. Grounded to the third baseman, into the second baseman. The first pitch into him is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1. Again, looking sharp is Jace Ryan.
I'll give a shout out to Annette Osgowicz, who's watching from Belvedere, Illinois. And I believe I've got another one here that I'll get to you in a second.
And the next pitch in from Jace Ryan is inside for ball 1. 1 out here in the top of the 9th.
Oh, we got Kevin Seymour watching from the Dallas airport.
Count 1 ball, 1 strike to Craig Thompson. And the pitch from Jace Ryan Felker, foul back here to the screen. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Craig Thompson. No runners on here for Holy Cross. We're tied 3-3. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Craig Thompson, their number 9 hitter and catcher. Jace Ryan peering in, getting his sign, and now into his full windup, and the pitch. Curveball goes low for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Craig Thompson. The 2-2 pitch about to be made here by Jace Ryan Felker, and it's on the way to the plate. Foul ball headed down the right field line is going to carry out a play. Count still at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Temperature now 59 degrees. It did hit 60 earlier today. 2-2 the count to Craig Thompson. Jace Ryan Felker getting his sign and into his full windup, and the pitch on the way is on the outside corner. A call, strike 3. 2 outs here for the Cougars here in the top of the 9th inning. And the leadoff hitter coming in is Gavin Fushi. Walked, fly to the center fielder, hit by a pitch, bounced down to the second baseman. Officially, he's 0 for 2 today. Jace Ryan ready on the mound and into his wind, and the first pitch on the way is taken low for ball 1. 2 outs here, nobody on base for the Cougars. Tied 3-3 here in the top of the 9th. Jace Ryan winds, and his next pitch on the way bounces and goes back to the screen. 2 balls and no strike. Jace Ryan smoothing out the dirt on the mound, now on the rubber, looking in and into his full windup, and his next pitch outside for ball 3. Pitch framed by Ty Ramey, but did not get the call. 3 balls and no strikes, the count to Gavin Fushi. Up next will be the right fielder, Kristen Schulten. Jace Ryan, the 3-0 pitch on the way, is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1. That pitch at 74 miles an hour. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count to Gavin Fushi. Jace Ryan working deliberately into his full windup, and the next pitch into Fushi is low for ball 4. Runner at first base for Louisville Holy Cross is Gavin Fushi. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Into the box is right fielder Kristen Fushi, who is flied out to center field, reached on a fielder's choice, laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 5th, and was called out on strikes in the 8th. 0 for 3 today is Kristen Schulten. Runner at first base is Fushi. Jace Ryan from the stretch, and the first pitch in to Schulten is a call, strike 1. Jace Ryan checking on the runner at first is now come set to throw to first.
Bob, we finally hit 60 degrees out here.
It was 60 earlier, Jordan.
Oh, was it?
Bounced back to 59.
I missed 60 earlier then.
4:17 here in Louisville, or Lexington. The next pitch is a high chop to Noah Brown at third. Throw over to first is high. And the runner from second goes to third. And batter reaches first, and we now have first and third, and that will be an error on Noah Brown. Fielded the ball in plenty of time and just threw high.
Can't get over how nice it is out here for this ball game, Bob.
The pitcher now at the bat to help his own cause is Ray Steelberg. Runners at first and third, 2 outs here, and the throw over to first is not in time. Foshi, the runner at third, and Schulten, the runner at first for the Cougars. Steelberg in the batter's box. Jace Ryan, check of the runner at first. And the pitch on the way is popped up. Out under it is Bryce Thomas, and he's got it for the third out here. we get a little bit testy when these balls go up because these catchers start swirling around, attempting to catch it. But that was a pop to the shortstop for the third out here. And for Louisville Holy Cross, they get no runs on no hits. They leave 2 men on base, 1 Tiger error. And at the end of 8 1/2 innings of play here in Lexington, we're tied 3-3. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
It's hard to make a choice when it comes to financial institutions in today's marketplace. You want to choose a bank you can trust and has your best interest at heart. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we are committed to making local decisions that will not only benefit you, the customer, but will benefit our local communities by investing your money locally. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we have a dedicated staff ready to assist you and answer any questions you might have pertaining to your banking needs. Give us a call today or drop by our Fredonia Valley Bank locations at 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia or 226 Tomlin Street in Eddyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Lexington. The Tigers have managed to have Louisville Holy Cross strand 2 runners in the top of the 8th and 2 runners in the top of the 9th. However, Louisville Holy Cross did come across with 1 run in the top of the 8th to take a 3-2 lead at that point, but the Tigers tied it in the bottom of the 8th, and now we have a chance to win it here in the bottom of the 9th. Stillberg still on the mound for Holy Cross.
Only difference this time, it's only going to take 1 run.
Yes, 1 run will win it. Oliver Parker lead it off, followed by Tate Van Hoosier, and then back around to the top of the batting order for the Tigers and Noah Brown. Stillberg winds, and his first pitch on the way is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1 to Oliver Parker. And the next pitch in to Oliver is tapped to the shortstop. He's up, throws to first in time for the out. Play goes 6-3 for the first out here. Now Tate Van Hoosier stepping in. Tate has gone down swinging, popped out to the shortstop, and struck out swinging again. Likes his hard stuff, and the first one in from Stillberg is high for ball 1. Next up for the Tigers would be Noah Brown. The 1-0 pitch to Tate Van Hoosier is in there for a call, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. And the next pitch to Tate Van Hoosier is on the outside corner for a call, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Van Hoosier. And the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch about to be made is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Noah Brown into the box.
Shortstop, number 2, Noah Brown.
And Noah Brown in the box. Stillberg is in his 3rd inning of relief, and the first pitch to Noah Brown is high for ball 1. Next up would be Gabe East. Gabe due to have a double into the gap here. Next pitch to Noah Brown is outside for ball 2. 2 outs here for the Tigers. The 2-0 pitch to Noah Brown is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 pitch on the way is on the inside corner for a call, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Noah Brown. Noah asking for time and getting it. Adjusting his gloves, now he's back into the batter's box. Stillberg winds, and his next pitch is to the third baseman, Hot. smash, gets past him, and Noah Brown reaches. And I'm going to wait to see. We can't see the scoreboard from here. It's too light. Hot smash. I'm going to give Noah a hit on that one. Knocked it down, but couldn't find it in time to pick it up and make the throw to first. And Gabe East on deck here. Noah, the runner at first base. Very good speed. Tigers with a threat here. First pitch in to Gabe East. The ground ball to the second baseman. He's up. Throw to first is in time. So we're going to the 10th inning here for the Tigers here in the bottom of the ninth. They get no runs on one hit. They leave one man on base. There were no Louisville Holy Cross errors, and at the end of 9 complete innings of play, we are still tied 3-3. We're due for the 10th inning coming up here. After we come back from these messages from our sponsors, you're listening to WPKY FM 103.3, The Tiger.
New car and truck buyers, listen up. It's the time of year that the 16s are rolling out and the 17s are rolling in. At TRICE Incorporated, we offer 7 new American car lines to choose from, awesome trade-in allowances, end-of-the-year model rebates, and great financing options. Some people think they have to go out of town for a great deal. We think shopping in Princeton, Kentucky at TRICE Incorporated might just be the best decision you ever made. Give TRICE a try before you buy. And as always, if we don't have what you're looking for on our lot, we'll find it for you. TRICE Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Welcome back to Whitaker Bank Ballpark, the home of the Lexington Legends. And the Legends, a farm team of the Kansas City Royals, playing in Class A. We've got a change. John Davis is going in to play third base.
Who was that, Bob?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Noah Brown is at second. Noah moving to short. And we're not sure if anything is, or is Noah at short or is that Bryce at short? We'll find out when they turn and head back to their position. But John Davis is now at third base. And actually, I guess Noah Brown is out of the game.
Yeah.
And in to lead it off here for Lexington, Louisville Holy Cross is their first baseman, Ethan Short. Popped out to the third baseman, been hit by a pitch, grounded out to the third baseman, and then grounded out to the second baseman. He's 0 for 3 today. Jace Ryan still on the hill for the Tigers, and his first pitch in is off Ty Ramey's mitt back to the screen, ball. We're in inning number 10 here. First pitch was the ball to Ethan Short. Jace Ryan on the mound. Next pitch in is a called strike. Strike one. Count evens now at 1 ball, 1 strike. John Davis at the game for Noah Brown, and maybe Noah hurt something going down the line on that last play. Next pitch in from Jace Ryan. The curveball just misses outside for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike to count to Ethan Short. Jace Ryan on the mound again, working deliberately. Is wind, and the pitch on the way is fouled back here to the screen. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two the count here. We're in the 10th inning. And the 2-2 pitch on the way from Jace Ryan Felker is a bounding ball to Oliver Parker at second. Sets his feet, throws, and in time for the out. 1 out here. Ground ball to Oliver Parker. Accurate throw over to Shane Burns, and we have 1 out now here in the top of the 10th inning for Louisville Holy Cross. Left fielder Gavin Bales been hit by a pitch, popped to the third baseman, grounded to the third baseman, and singled his last time up. Officially, he's 1 for 3. Jace Ryan Felker on the mound, and Bales steps out. 1 out here in the top of the 10th for Louisville Holy Cross. And Jace Ryan winds and fires, and umpires a swing. No balls and 1 strike to count here to Gavin Bales. Next up would be the shortstop Joshua Thompson. Jace Ryan ahead in the count now. No balls and 1 strike, and he winds, and his next pitch in is a tap, foul down the third base line. No balls and 2 strikes, the count to Gavin Bales. Jace Ryan maybe with the ability to work on him here with the little curveball. Bales now back in the box. Calls time. And removes his helmet, straightens out his hair. And back in the box. Jace Ryan, the no ball, 2 strike pitch upcoming here. And it is a little fly ball to right field. It's going to get down. Going to go to the wall. And Bales will hop into second base with a stand-up double. Second hit of the game for Bales. And Louisville Holy Cross with a little thread here. 1 out here.
Probably going to see a bunt.
I don't know. Bales is not your real speedy type, although he gets around pretty fast. Coach Allen's out directing traffic, and we've got the infielders in at third and first on the grass. Third, maybe we'll work this play where the pitcher covers the third base side, and Shane will be charging from the first base side. We'll wait and see if what the hitter does on the first pitch. He doesn't look like he's going to be bunting anyway on that particular pitch. The ball goes outside for ball 1. 1 out here in the top of the 10th for Holy Cross. One ball, no strike. The count to Joshua Thompson. The next pitch from Jace Ryan is in there for a call, strike 1. Jace Ryan had wheeled and gone to second. Maybe would have had a play on Bales at second base. Bryce Thomas in behind him on that particular play, but Jace Ryan had already moved his head to the plate and delivered the ball, which was a called strike. Again, the 1-1 pitch on the way to Joshua Thompson. is low for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike the count to Joshua Thompson. Again, anything that gets into the dirt, Ty Ramey has to be a brick wall behind the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Joshua Thompson. Jace Ryan in the stretch and to the plate. Inside, almost hit him for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Jace Ryan has to battle here to get back even. On deck would be the designated hitter, Chase Phillips. The count now 3 balls and 1 strike. Joshua Thompson. Look back at the runner at second. And now to the plate he comes. And it's taken high for ball 4. And runners now at first and second for Louisville Holy Cross, and designated hitter Chase Phillips, who has bounded out. First baseman to the pitcher covering, popped out to the shortstop, and was in that funky play back in the 6th inning where he lined out, and there was a play on it at second base, and he was tagged out. Not sure what's going on here with the umpiring, but and runners at first and second for Louisville Holy Cross. Jace Ryan from the stretch position, and pitch comes in high to designated hitter Chase Phillips. Again, Holy Cross not looking to sacrifice. 1 ball, no strike, the count to Chase Phillips. On deck would be the number 8 hitter, Matthew Wilcher. The next pitch in on the outside corner for a called strike. The count evens now. 1 ball and 1 strike to Chase Phillips. Double play combination in order here for the Tigers if we get the ground ball. And Jace Ryan in the stretch to the plate outside for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike, the count to Chase Phillips. Jace Ryan getting the sign. Now comes set. The next pitch. And Louisville Holy Cross throws Shane Burns over to first. The runner hung up from first and second. Throw to third, not in time to get the runner at third. So Louisville Holy Cross with a real major threat now. Runners at second and third. And Chase Phillips, now the Tigers bring their infield in. And Jace Ryan looking in, getting the sign. Fielders in for the Tigers. And Jace Ryan steps back off the rubber. And Jace Ryan now set from the stretch position to the plate. It's going to be a bunt, and they've got the runner hung up. And a throw into left field over the third baseman. And now they've got a situation where I think Bryce Thomas has been ejected. The runner coming around third ran into the fielder, and they're going to award the Holy Cross runner the play. So 2 runs have scored here. And that probably was obstruction on us. The base runner has the right to the base, and they did collide with Bryce Thomas. And after that little play was over, then when he stood up, Bryce gave him a shove, went down, and so you allow the runner to score there. So two runs in here for Louisville Holy Cross here. But when they had the runner hung up at second, the throw from Ty Ramey went into left field.
Way high.
Way high. And so first runner scores on the E2, and the next runner on obstruction by the defense. And we're waiting for a replacement here at shortstop. Bryce Thomas has been ejected from this game. The Tiger coaching staff mulling over what's going to occur here. Strange events going on here.
It's been a strange, really strange 2 days here.
Yes. And when we have a chance to make the play on that throw down to third base, we can't make the play. And Coach Stallin's going out to the mound now, and we definitely need an infielder. And I'm still not sure what the count is on the designated hitter, Chase Phillips, at the plate. Tate Van Hoosier is coming in to play second base. And Oliver Parker will be moving to short. And Trace Lacey will be replacing Van Hoosier. Actually, he'll be replacing Bryce Thomas. And when the Tigers come to bat in the bottom of the 10th, Bryce would have led off, but now it will be Trace Lacey leading off for the Tigers. So Oliver Parker at short, John Davis at third, Tate Van Hoosier at second, and Shane Burns at first base for the Tigers here. And I was looking in the dugout a while ago, Jordan, and I saw Ken Parker going in there, and we think maybe Noah Brown. He was in there checking on Noah Brown, who was replaced by John Davis to start this top of the 10th. And so we can only speculate that maybe there was a little injury to Noah Brown on that particular play. Now, I think we're set. Trace Lacey heading to left field. John Davis back to third, Oliver to short, Tate Van Hoosier to second, and Shane Burns to first. And I think it may be a full count here to the designated hitter.
Yeah, 3-2 according to the board.
Okay.
It's awful bright out there. I can barely read it.
It is bright. So Jay Shrine now, after all this Hoopla is over with, comes with the 3-2 pitch, and fouled back here to the screen. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes, but Holy Cross now with a 5-3 lead over the Tigers. Jace Ryan still pitching very well, and the wind and the pitch is on the outside corner for a call strike 3. Pitch looks wide to me, but apparently the umpire has a wide strike zone on the outside corner. 2 outs here for Louisville Holy Cross here in the top of the 10th. And into the box now, the second baseman, Matthew Wilcher. Nobody on base for Holy Cross. And the wind and the pitch by Jace Ryan bounces and picks off Ty Ramey. Bounces off his chest protector. Ty
well, it might caught him in the gut.
Well,
just under his.
And it could have happened. He's walking around. The umpire heading out, walking out slowly to the mound to give the ball back to Jace Ryan, and Ty shaking it off. Now heading back behind the plate. The pitch into Wilcher was a ball. 1 ball and no strike, the count. Jace Ryan working deliberately, and now to the plate is a ground ball to Shane Burns. He has it. Pitcher covering. He's out at first, but the
little damage done there.
Cougars score 2 runs. They have 1 hit. They leave nobody on base, and there were possibly maybe only 1 error for the Tigers in that top of the 10th. But anyway, we're here at the bottom of the 10th. The Louisville Holy Cross Cougars lead the Caldwell County Tigers 5-3. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKYOnline.com, The Tiger.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Your morning deserves the very best, like a $1 sausage biscuit or $1 any size freshly brewed McCafe coffee on the McDonald's new breakfast value menu. Price and participation may vary.
All right, we're back here at the Whitaker Bank Ballpark.
And we're heading into the bottom of the 10th inning.
Oh, Bob, this has been a ball game.
And I think Joby Jaggers is going to come in and pinch hit for Trace Lacey.
We started this game at, what, 1:30 local time? Or 1:30 Lexington time?
Yeah, we started at 1:32 Lexington time. It's now over a 3-hour ball game.
Yeah.
Joby pinch hitting for Trace Lacey here in the bottom of the 10th inning. And first pitch into Joby is outside for ball 1. Ray Stillberg still on the mound for Louisville Holy Cross. And his next pitch on the way is swung on and fouled back here out of play. Count 1 ball and 1 strike to Joby. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And the next pitch on the way from Stillberg is way outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike the count to Joby. If anybody gets on, it'll be, well, Jace Ryan's the next hitter. Hopefully Joby can get on. This pitch is back to the screen, but I think still called a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yes, we're going to. Yeah. How could a catcher miss a strike on the outside corner? So it wasn't wide, but still that's a rarity. And the 2-2 pitch on the way to Joby is tapped foul. Joby staying alive, hanging tough. And the count still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jace Ryan going over to the third base side where we've got no action by Holy Cross over there trying to retrieve that ball. And we're set to play here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch to Joby Jaggers is called strike 3 on the outside corner. And there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 10th inning for Holy Cross, for the Tigers that is. Holy Cross 2 outs away from winning the All-A State Tournament.
Well, Bob, you want to run a commercial? Here comes Mr. Stallings.
Well, and I don't know, and Coach McGregor, they're coming over to have a chat, so I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, the coach from Holy Cross is out.
Bob, I guess
we're going to have a pitching change, perhaps. I'm not real sure. Go ahead and read our sponsors off one more.
I'm going to thank our sponsors, TRICE HUGHES Incorporated, McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, the Woodall Agency, Planters Bank, PENNYRILE Rural Electric, the Princeton Water Wastewater Commission, Fredonia Valley Bank, and the Princeton Optimist Club. Those are sponsors who has brought this broadcast to you, the only people that made it possible.
And we appreciate those people that do that. And coming in to pitch for Holy Cross here is Christian Schulten. And this may have something to do with the pitch count from Stillburg. I'm sure Holy Cross has games possibly tomorrow, Tuesday, and he may have thrown enough pitches where he can come back on Tuesday and pitch, possibly Wednesday. But anyway, pitching change nonetheless. Number 8, again, is Christian Schulten, now pitching. Taking his warm-ups, and with 1 out, next hitter for the Tigers will be Jace Ryan Felker. And again, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 10th, pitching change completed by Louisville Holy Cross. Pitching from the right side is Christian Schulten, and hitting from the left side, switch hitter Jace Ryan Felker. First pitch swinging, a ground ball to the second baseman, over to first in time for the out. 4-3, and Louisville Holy Cross 1 out away from winning the All-A State title here. And Dylan Gray, the last Tiger hope here. Hopefully not the last, but potentially the last. 2 outs here for the Tigers in the bottom of the 10th. Down 5-3, the first pitch in to Dylan Gray. Call strike on the outside corner. And the next pitch in is low into the dirt for ball 1. And if we get to the 11th inning, warming up in the bullpen is Oliver Parker. And the next pitch in to Dylan Gray is on the outside corner for a call strike 2. Again, the balls look wide from here. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch is popped up. And the shortstop calling for it is under it and has it for the out, for the 3rd out here. And Louisville Holy Cross has won the All-A State tournament here. in Lexington for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 10th inning. We get no runs on no hits, nobody left on base, and no Louisville Holy Cross error. And the final score today here from Lexington is Louisville Holy Cross 5, Caldwell County Tigers 3. And Louisville Holy Cross celebrating on the infield here. The Tigers coming up and lining up for the handshake. And there we go. And sportsmanship now displayed. And we're just about through with the handshakes.
Long ball game there, Bob.
And now the Tigers head back to their dugout. And the Holy Cross fans down here are cheering behind the third base dugout. Tigers, though, have nothing to hang their head over. A valiantly played tournament here. Extra innings all game. Pitching very good, very strong. Some real wacky things happening in this game. And
we'd like to thank that first base umpire for making those extra innings possible here from the All-A tournament.
And slimming down the crowd here too as well.
Yeah.
But again, Tigers put up a valiant effort here today in Louisville, winning the first game this morning in extra innings. Pitching really went well today. We had some, like I say, some unique plays that developed. We could not get crucial key outs made at crucial key times. Caldwell County now coming out to receive the second place trophy, and something that has never occurred in Caldwell County Tiger baseball history, a runner-up finish in the All-A State tournament. So extremely proud of the Tigers' effort here for that. And Louisville Holy Cross set to receive the championship trophy, symbolic of winning the All-A State tournament. Now being presented at home plate. And the Cougars are celebrating, holding the trophy high overhead. Caldwell County out observing in a show of sportsmanship. And again, Caldwell County coming to Lexington, finishing as the runner-up, winning 2 games here, going extra innings all 3 games. A good weekend for the Tigers all around, considering. And Jordan, I don't think we'll need to go to commercials. The pitching today, Ty Ramey went 4 innings. Jace Ryan Felker went 6 innings. Jace Ryan will pick up the loss here, but played valiantly. And I guess we're getting the most valuable player here for Louisville Holy Cross, and it is 22. And it is Ethan Stewart. And Gabe East is getting a trophy. It played well yesterday. Another trophy to Louisville Holy Cross is to Chase Phillips, a designated hitter. And the next trophy is to Jace Ryan Felker. And that trophy is to number 3, Gavin Foshee. And I'm not sure if these are most valuable trophies or what. Caldwell County getting 2. I guess all of them are getting trophies, because I see the tournament host coming out with an armload of traffic. And the tournament MVP, I guess, is when we see him turn around here with his number. And it is number 12, Ray Steelberg. And that's going to do it for the awards. And the Tigers back into their dugout. And we are just about here set to wrap it up. And I think that's probably what we'll do, Jordan. Are you need to make any church announcements or before we go off the air?
What we're going to do is we're going to go live. We're going to kick it back over, or when we go back over, we're going to air Pleasant Grove and Ogden, followed
by Donaldson
and Crosstalk.
And at 6 o'clock, the
Cummins Gospel Hour
will air at its regular time. So that's going to wrap it up here from Lexington today, Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We thank you for your time, and we want to thank these sponsors for making this state tournament possible. TRICE HUGHES, Inc., McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, Planters Bank, the WOODALL Agency, PENNYRILE Rural Electric Cooperative, the Princeton Water and Wastewater, Fredonia Valley Bank, and the Princeton Optimist Club. And we thank those sponsors for making this trip possible and sponsoring these games. And we thank our listeners for tuning us in via the broadcast and via the telecast, inviting us into your homes or place of business or your vehicle, and we appreciate your loyalty here. Again, this is for Jordan Dunn. This is Bob Hayes, thanking everybody for their aid here in traveling to Lexington. And once again, the final score here in this state tournament All-A championship game is Louisville Holy Cross 5, Caldwell County Tigers 3. And that's going to do it from Lexington. Good night from Whitaker Bank Ballpark.
You're listening to WPKY 103.3 FM. It's time now for a message from Pleasant Grove Baptist Church on Hopkinsville Road in Princeton.
That might be close to it, but, it's not your typical meal. But heart, or your heart, pardon. I'm not asking you to that Brother Dave, he's really pounding it out there. That Sunday school teacher, he or she really shared it, which that might be true, but our message, our words can only penetrate, maybe scratch the surface, but if it scratched an itch, if I can use that, a phrase that you desire for some of it to leak in, and what the Holy